It's Madden season, everybody. It is Madden season. It is that time. It's your boy Snipes. We are here for the Coast to Coast Madden 26 Team Reveal Show. Again, I am your boy Snipes. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in here in the Coast to Coast Madden League. It is that time. We're about to get to it. Again, we appreciate y'all tuning into this thing. This is going to be a lot of fun, everybody. A lot of fun because we got a lot of discussion to take place here. Look, I got a lot of buttons that I'm going to be pressing here. So I got a bunch of guys here with me, all right? Not a bunch. Really, I got three of them, all right? First and foremost, I got my guy Emo in the building. Emo, what's good, brother?
Oh, good, Snaps. How are you doing, man?
I'm excellent, brother. Let me make sure I got your mic straight. Yeah, we're good to go. All right. And then I also got Maniac in the building. Maniac, what's good?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Nice to have you.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Nice to be here. No question. And I got L in the building as well, too. L, what's good, brother?
What's up, Snipes? How's it going, man?
I'm maintaining, man. Look, we were talking off air and talking about this Madden stuff and everything that we're going to be doing here. And the first and foremost, before we get this thing started, what do you have any of you guys played the beta for Madden 26?
I did.
You did, Emo? What'd you think about the beta?
Only ammo.
I thought that was pretty good. They've definitely improved defense. Defense is much better now. Reminds me of like the Maddens from 10 years ago where the defense just sticks to everyone all the time. Quarterback mechanics seem a little different too, a little harder. Routes are like a little tighter, you know. I guess if I were to compare last year's Madden, dudes were running wide open, more like in college, where now it's more like the NFL, where guy just open by like a yard or so and you have to time it, otherwise the defense can just, you know, swoop in, grab the ball or knock it down. So definitely the beta was way more defensive than any of the last Maddens in the last like 3-4 years. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited for it. But yeah, we have to see the final or the release game. Usually different than the beta. Absolutely. And I'll say this as a guy that played the beta as well. Game is very fast. I've been talking about it all the time throughout broadcasts that I've been doing. The game is very fast. Okay, so that's something that a lot of people were looking forward to. Which is great because last year's game, although what we typically do in the Madden community, we tend to make this game fun even if it's not fun. We typically make the game fun anyway because of the community that we have here for franchise communities. You know what I mean? So, at the end, but this year I think it's going to be a lot better as long as no patches break anything or what have you. I think Emo went into a lot of what went down with the beta, and he's hit everything spot on pretty much. Defense is a lot better. It's a lot faster. A little bit more fluid as well too, and hopefully the finished product stays the same. But we're not going to know until Thursday. By the way, Thursday for you guys that got the big boy deal, the MVP bundle, and the deluxe editions. Thursday we'll start the 7-day. If I'm not mistaken, I think Maniac told us that it's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time. The way it looks like on the clock. On the console, is that right, Maniac?
Noon Eastern.
Oh, noon Eastern. My bad. I'm way off on that. My bad. They would have been playing way before y'all. Don't listen to me with time, y'all. Don't listen to me with time. My fault on that. All right, look. Everybody is here to figure out what teams they have. So it's real simple. This is what we're gonna do, okay? A little bit different than what we have done here in the past here on Snipes TV Gaming. A little bit different. We're gonna reveal the logo of the team. All right, we're gonna reveal the logo of the team. Talk to you guys about in your particular draft where they got picked up and everything else, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about the team itself, and then we'll give you guys who the owner is. Simple, right? It's pretty simple. All right, you guys ready to go? You guys ready to go? All right.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it. So, first team we're going to talk about here today will be the Atlanta Falcons. All right, so this Falcons team, obviously they're always good Madden teams. You know what I mean? Maniac, what pick were the Falcons in?
They were very late in the draft, surprisingly. Pick 26, but the NFC South seems to always go towards the end because nobody wants to be in the NFC South now.
And why is it that nobody wants to be in the NFC South? I'm curious.
Well, let's just say they don't know how to run a team very well. I'm sorry for any fans out there. But Atlanta Falcons, you guys are known for blowing a 27-9 lead versus the New England Patriots.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Why you doing them like that?
28-3.
It was 28-3. That's what it is.
It was 28-3. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Y'all are just y'all starting off on the wrong foot, man, for the Falcon fans. Oh my God. that is that.
They'll have to get over it eventually.
Absolutely, no question about it. All right, look, L, what do you know about this team and what's going on with the squad here? We're gonna move on over here to the Madden 26 ratings here for some of the Falcons team. So talk a little bit about this Falcons squad.
Yeah, so I do agree the NFC South has had some troubling times, especially in Madden. Recently, just not as many exciting guys. Rosters kind of in shambles. Not the best young quarterbacks. But especially with the Falcons team, I think they might be actually one of the better teams in the NFC South. Might have been a steal at 26. You got Jesse Bates, X Factor still. Some of the best in the past, at least. You know, I didn't play the beta. I'm not sure how it's going to play this year. But deep in zone KO, acrobat, pick artist is some of the best, abilities you could hope for. Superstar abilities, active all the time. To me, way better than X Factor. It's, kind of flip-flopped with how I would imagine it would be. But just him as your anchor there in the safety, I always kind of liked having that. So that's a good piece. You got Chris Lindstrom still there, one of the best guards in the league. Yeah. One of the best guards in Madden, superstar guard to help you run the ball with Bijan, who's still an X Factor. I think he went up, actually. I don't think he was an X Factor last year.
No, last year he was a superstar last year.
Right, so he was a little bit down, or not as much as he wasn't as good as people might have thought he was going to be, but he did bounce back nice. It does look like overall they've been a little bit nerfed speed-wise. AJ Terrell and Bijan, just looking at the roster here, in the past, I think I've been 92, 93, 94 speed, especially AJ Terrell. So they've been nerfed a little bit, but you're still getting Bijan with the X Factor. He's going to come with backfield mismatch, jukebox, and energizer, it looks like. For the superstar, first one free X Factor, not as important to me. Jukebox, backfield mismatch could be really good. And then depending on stamina, energizer can be good. I think that's one of the underrated abilities in the game. But for throwing the ball, he's still got Drake London there too. And not, he's a little slow for Madden. People like 95 plus speed. He's not going to give that to you. He's a big body receiver with only 88 speed, but he does come with acrobat, short out elite. So he does have something. And then maybe whoever ends up with the Falcons here wants him as a trade piece. And that superstar looks pretty enticing to somebody.
Yeah.
With him, AJ Terrell, Lindstrom, Bijan, Jesse Bates, you got a good amount of abilities on the team. Again, a little bit lower on speed than maybe they have been in the past, but I think it's a pretty solid get at 26 and one of the better teams in the NFC South.
Gotcha. Emo, what's your take on these Falcons?
Yeah, man, I was just gonna jump in. I think El covered it pretty well, but I was just looking at the rosters, and one thing I really kind of excited for, and I want to see where it goes. Basically, they have their D line overall is pretty bad on the surface. Don't really have much, but I think they drafted two defensive ends, Jalen Walker, who is basically 86 speed, 92 acceleration, and then you got James Pierce Jr., who is like only 21 years old, which for Madden is amazing. Could be easily developed, 90 speed, 92 acceleration. Their Pierce's finance moves at 78. Not a great start, but like I can see these two just exploding, depending on obviously how Madden plays this year and whether Edge can do something, which I hope they can, because it's been defensive tackles for a long time now, or for at least two Maddens. But anyway, I'm excited to see these two guys, and I think they'll develop really nicely for that Falcons roster. Very surprised to see Falcons go at 26. I think they're way better than that.
Hey, I'll say this right now. I do agree with you as far as that's concerned. As far as the Falcons going at 26, I would have thought they went in the middle of, from a Madden team, I would have thought they went in the middle. No question about it. Before I reveal the owner, Maniac, you got anything to say about these Falcons?
This guy, he's coming back. The coach, he's got a lot to prove. He's gonna be in the NFC South. So hey, it's his division to win.
All right. So you know what? With that being said, your owner of the Falcons is Southside. So you got and Maniac just bought a point up here real quick that he's got a lot to prove. So any one of you two can answer, either Emo or OL. One of you two can answer in regards to that. What you guys know about Southside?
I'm curious what Maniac knows.
Okay.
I don't know what Southside has to
Maniac,
prove.
Maniac, talk to us.
Hey, he was he did a oopsies last match and he was booted from the league because he quit on a guy in mid play, so we had to kick him out and he regretted it.
It's got a lot to prove that way.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
a lot of proof. He's part of the initial 32, so let's hope that he stays.
So we'll see how that goes.
I got it. I see what you're saying. So you're letting everybody know early in this team reveal show that you will get kicked if you mess up.
Gotta follow those rules. Can't be quitting.
Hey, I ain't even mad at you with that one, for real. So Southside is the owner of the Falcons. So congratulations to Southside. Good luck to you in the season. Yep, go ahead.
If I could jump in with one last thing.
Yeah, go right on ahead.
You can't forget when talking about the Falcons roster in Madden, which I did originally because I was looking at the top. The X Factor, who's not an X Factor, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Still on the roster, 90 speed tight end. And like Emo said, those two young pass rushers, in real life, the Falcons desperately needed pass rushers. That's why they went and got those guys. If you develop those guys, concentrated development for those guys a couple years, they could end up 3-4 years down the line, two of the best edge rushers in the game. So that's going to be really interesting with those two. And Kyle Pitts in there, I had to bring him up because they don't make 6'6" tight ends with 90 speed.
Understood.
So he's an X factor.
Understood 1,000%. And I think to what to finish it off here from what Emo said earlier, that that those ends with the speed and everything that they have, it's going to be all about building them when it comes down for Southside. So if he can build those ends, and as we talked about, for you guys that played the beta, if this game is pretty fast, so if you can build those ends and they can get to the QB, you got a defense on you here in this Madden game, no question about it. But that's Southside and the Falcons. So next up, here we go, the Carolina Panthers. So Maniac, what selection were the Panthers in this draft?
Well, pick 29, and I think it was a homer pick, but I don't think they were too happy with the pick.
The Panthers owner wasn't too happy?
I think they were forced to be happy because they're a homer pick, but I don't think they wanted them in the beginning.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get what you're saying. All right, well, let's talk about this squad a little bit here. L, what you know about this Carolina Panthers team?
So we were talking about the NFC South and how bad those rosters might be, and I gotta say the Panthers is definitely got potential to be the worst one. They do have one bright spot here, big bright spot, I would say, Derek Brown. A superstar D tackle, good weight, good athleticism for the size, 98 strength, coming in with unpredictable interior threat and swim club. Interior threat I was a little disappointed with when they introduced it last year. I thought it'd be a little more impactful. If that is more impactful this year, this could be a very good Madden player. Interior pressure, just like in real life, disrupts plays. You know, it'll absolutely demolish plays. It'll blow up your plan, get you into second, third and long, get sacks on third and long. And that could be, he's basically going to be the X factor for this team. You do have JC Horn, no superstar, somewhat fast, 92 speed, 93 excel, piece there at DB. He is kind of like their other big piece on the defense. But honestly, when you look past that, there's not a ton to love about this team. You do get Bryce Young, if you do like Bryce Young. And he's not a terrible Madden quarterback. He's got some decent speed there with 87. 88 change of direction. I cannot see his excel right now. Honestly, I assume it's close to 90 or like 88. So you do get a little bit of athleticism with him. You do get Tetairoa McMillan, who kind of like Drake from the Falcons, he's not going to burn you. You're not going to get burned on speed, but he's got 76 strength for a wide receiver. That's extremely high. I think he's 6'6".
Yeah,
6'6" or 6'5".
6'5" or 6'6", yeah.
Yeah, big body receiver. So if you like that style, and I know in college football, one-on-one balls are a little bit better this year than they have been in the past. Don't know how they'll be in Madden, but if they are good, he could be pretty good in that role.
And actually 6'4".
So you do get some pieces.
Yeah,
okay, only 6'4", but
yeah,
still,
6'4".
that's
That's still
good
a big
size.
receiver. Still a big
in
receiver.
Madden. Still a big receiver. I thought he was listed higher in real life, but
He might be in real life, but in Madden,
that's probably what they got in team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know for sure. Chuba Hubbard, after a good year, does get a respectable ratings bump and solid speed, so it's not like they're completely devoid of talent. Couple of line here in the 80s. And then you got Trayvon Mayrig, who was one of my favorite safeties this past couple years. A little bit nerfed on athleticism than he has been in the past, but he's a big hitter, and he still got good athleticism. But you look past that, it's honestly, to me, looking a little bleak for the Panthers. Do get a little bit of speed with Xavier Legette, but outside of that, I'm not in love with this team.
Okay.
I think they're appropriately picked.
Okay.
Around 29.
Okay. Emo, what you think about the squad?
I'm just gonna, I guess, continue from the Falcons here. I picked out 2 rookies. It seems like the NFC South is just adding rookies to defensive end. So these 2 guys, Nick Scarton, I guess, and Princely Umanmielen. Pretty sure I'm not saying their names right, but anyway, they're not quite as good as the Falcons. They're each 82 speed, 90 acceleration, pretty much. Scarton, I guess, is pretty young, 21 years old. So again, looking for some development here. I could see these guys develop nicely. 82 speed, again, not the fastest, but I think they can still get to the quarterback. And, I think these guys should start day 1. And I can see kind of deep in season 3 or so, depending on, how the Panthers perform. I could see them being a pretty good pass rushers and making some impact there.
Okay.
But yeah, outside of that, just as El said, not much to like about this team.
All right. Well, look, I agree with you guys. They're not the sexy pick. They're not the sexy pick, but nonetheless, your owner is sexy enough for him, and he's gonna try to make something happen here. So Go Lancer is your owner for the Panthers. Go Lancer is the owner for the Panthers, and again, look. They're sexy for him, man. And the bottom line is, if he knows how to build, let's see what he can do. It'll be a lot of fun.
This isn't real life.
Yeah.
It depends on the user too and what they can do with picks and trading and development. So anybody can make anything happen.
Absolutely. No question about it. No question about it. So we'll see what he does here with the Panthers. So next up, everybody, we got the Nolan Saints. Now, where were the Saints selected, Maniac?
I don't think they were selected. I think they were just given pick 32. Pick 32. They weren't selected.
Oh my gosh.
It was just what was left over.
So they were just what was left over. So look, it sounds like this is going to be a pretty quick conversation about the Saints with L and with with Emo in this one. So L, what's your take on the Saints here?
Yeah, this is the other team that's in the running for me of worst team in the NFC South, and the NFC South as a whole is one of the worst divisions. Maybe I haven't thought about this enough and looked at them enough to know for sure, but maybe the worst division in Madden. Just team-wise, and when you look through the roster, you can kind of see why. And especially, I know in real life they have some cap problems. Maybe they get solved because obviously they don't have Drew Brees that they're paying anymore, and some of those other crazy deals they had. Derek Carr is going to be gone, but I think they were pretty strapped cap-wise too, so you might be a little limited there. And when you look at it, you got your best player being Demario Davis. Not everybody's favorite piece to be like their X factor, their number one guy in Madden. It's an off-ball linebacker. He's old now. What is he, like 34 or 33, I want to say, in that range. 88 speed, which is good for that age, and 6'2", 248. So this isn't exactly, I don't think, what people look for when they're picking a team. Not what they want, kind of like their best guy to be. You could argue like Chris Olave is there, but his abilities are a little limited. He's still respectively fast. I saw they nerf speed a little bit across the board. So 93 speed, 95 excel on a superstar guy, still young. That's a good piece, but a lot of these other teams have multiple good pieces like that.
Yeah.
I do think they got Eric McCoy, who's still relatively young, really good O-line piece. They got Fuaga, I think it is. Yeah, Talise Fuaga.
Yeah.
And then Kelvin Banks Jr. So they got two bookends that are super young. They could develop and be their tackles going forward. Those guys are probably, I think, 23. I think Fuaga was 21 last year. So I think it'll be 22, and Banks should be like 22, I want to say. I think he was a redshirt junior, maybe senior, coming out of Texas. So they do have some pieces there. And they do have Rashid Shaheed for a little bit of speed too, but honestly, it's not looking great outside that. Cameron Jordan has fallen off. Brandon Cooks is a little bit washed at this point and old. They got a lot of aging pieces. Alvin Kamara. It doesn't look great. Even Chase Young, a shell of what he used to be in Madden. So they do have, I think, O-line. And that's about it and Chris Olave for exciting pieces that'll be there for more than a season or two.
All right. Well, Emo, what's your take on this?
Not much to say, man. I'm ready for the Bucks. I think we've said more than could be said about the Saints. Easily the worst team. At least like some of the bad teams have like young pieces to develop. Like these guys are old and bad with like cap issues. So sorry for whoever is getting that. And feels like this year, this is kind of by far the worst team. It's not close like, okay, 30, 31, 32 or, close. This is just like far beyond being close and just by far the worst team. So,
okay. All right. Well,
they got the young O-line. They got something.
I mean, they got something, but the one thing they definitely have is a pretty solid owner, and that is Mugga. Mugga is the owner of the Saints. So at the end of the day, it's still a good owner there. So we'll see how we can build. We'll see how we can build. He's gonna get a lot of help when some of these guys retire, or he starts, letting guys go, what have you, after the season's done. So I think Mugga will be okay with these Saints once he could start building his own squad. I do. I think he can do some things. So this is gonna be interesting.
He told me to get lost when I told him he was the Saints. So
he said to get lost.
Unhappy.
He don't want to play with the Saints, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, well, yeah, there won't be a lot of people that'll want to play with him. But I think if anybody could do it, I think he can do it.
He'll turn him around.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah, I think he can turn him around. All right, next up, everybody. Emo mentioned it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. When were the Buccaneers selected, Maniac?
They were actually right next to them. So they were picked 30th.
They were 30th. Wow, they went that low? Wow. This is a good team. Man.
That's a little surprising.
I think it was just the NFC South being its...
Yeah, what was the average position of they were like literally the first team was taken 26th, the Falcons. All four of the NFC South were taken 26th or lower in the draft. So I think they're probably the worst Madden division. I think that settles it.
That's pretty wild. So, all right, well, look, L, talk about this squad real quick. These Buccaneers, they got a lot of pieces on this team, man. They got a lot of pieces on this team.
They do. And I think, honestly, this team is, depending on how you develop and what going forward, the Falcons were picked before them. I think they probably got a few more better, younger pieces, but you still got, like, Tristan Wirfs is one of my favorite Madden guys ever, because you can plug that guy in. If you get that guy early, which is, like, the Bucs almost never trade him. I almost always try to get him in leagues, almost never get him. He's a all-pro, he is the definition of left tackle that you want. 96 overall, still relatively young. He does not have, looking at his abilities, they didn't give him edge protector or like the pass block or anything like that this year. But honestly, even without that, his attributes are so good at 96 overall and being able to develop him still. And he might get a fourth ability depending on how the game works. If it does like last year, that he's still so good. Then you got Mike Evans. I think by this point, everybody knows about Mike Evans. The ultimate jump ball guy in Madden, the ultimate big body receiver, great abilities. I don't feel like I have to. He's got 92 speed still at, what, 31, 32?
30, yeah.
Yeah, so you got some good pieces there, like you're saying. X Factor Vita Vea, who's getting a little bit older now, but if you need a big body in the middle, he's, is how Mike Evans is the pinnacle big body receiver. Vita Vea is the pinnacle nose tackle.
Yep. And
big body to move in the middle of that defense. El Toro, unpredictable swim club, fearmonger, X Factor, great attributes, 98 strength. Just an absolute unit. Antoine Winfield Jr., their other X Factor. They got 3 X Factors on this team. Maybe even more. Let me double check. 3.
Yeah, they got
3 X Factors. Antoine Winfield, a little bit short. I know, just like myself, people like taller safeties and DBs. He will make up for it with, his abilities aren't phenomenal, but the attributes with some of the abilities, if he can get shut down activated on him, tip drill can be good, acrobat can be good. That'll help. He's 5'9", that'll help him get some of those animations that he might not otherwise have gotten. I'm sure he's going to come in, if I look here, with 90 plus zone, 87, so close. 95 play rec, and 94 awareness, so he should be moving quick in your zones for you. You got Lavonte David there still, he actually has superstar still with a mid-zone KO, so he might only be good for 1 year for you there, but that's a solid piece to have in the middle. You got Bucky Irving as a young guy if you like him. He's a little bit small, doesn't have great speed, but this team is loaded with high overall players that a lot of these other teams, especially in the NFC South, just don't have. You got Jamel Dean at corner. You got Baker, who they gave superstar this year, and pass lead elite.
And well
with
deserved.
Inside dead eye.
Well
deserved. 100%. One of the strongest
deserved.
arms.
Yep.
I think in the league, in terms of throwing, maybe not chucking it downfield as much, but when he gets 20 yards and in and he can get behind it, he can really zip it in there.
Yep.
So I think that makes sense. He's coming in with 86 speed too. So Baker Mayfield, I think, really underrated quarterback there for the guys that really like a pass lead elite quarterback, which can help a lot. I think that'll be huge for him. Chris Scott, Chris Godwin does still have superstar Slotomatic, Minin, elite. A little bit nerfed coming off the injury, 88 speed, 89 XL, but when you have those abilities, that can make up for it a little bit. So just looking top to bottom on this team, they have a lot of solid players. And Yaya Diaby here, who I think is still young, extremely fast at 6'3", 270, 89 speed, 93 XL. So it's not like they just have older guys that are good. They got Zion McCollum bumped up to an 80, 6'2", 93 speed, 95 XL. That's very good for a corner this year. I think they nerf speed a little bit across the board. 97 agility, 93 change of direction is insane at that height. That guy is going to make things happen that no other corner in the game can. And you got a couple of good young linemen, I think, too, Gadecki and Mauch. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But you do have some young pieces out there, even outside of the little bit aged guys, that are still really good and overall. So I do think this is probably, them or the Falcons, however you look at it, definitely the best of the NFC South. The best of the worst.
Okay. I will add one guy that I'm looking forward to seeing people build in every league that has the Buccaneers. I want to see what how people could build Emeka Egbuka. I really want to see how people could build him. I did see him. I know he's a really solid receiver. Some of these guys like that don't translate as well to Madden, even though in real life they're such good receivers and such crucial parts of an offense, but he doesn't have the top end speed, and I don't think he's coming to a superstar. Yeah. All right, Emo. Damn, I can't talk today. Emo, what's your take on this team?
Not much to add. Just listening to El there go over the rosters. I don't know how they fell that far back. It seems like he was either X Factor or high speed or high something. Mm-hmm. Just for me, just quickly, a couple things to look out. Benjamin Morrison and Jacob Parrish. 21-year-old rookie CBs. One is 92 speed, the other one is 94. I think they'll be great. And with McCollum, El said 93 speed. They just have a really young, good secondary core. Add to this Jamal Dean, Anthony Winfield. Just Bucks are a really good team. No idea how they fell that far back.
Yeah, that kind of tripped me out too. I'm not sure how they fell back that quick, but hey, I'll tell you what, this guy B-Boy, he's ecstatic about it. He should be anyway, because it's a very good batted team. B-Boy is your owner for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And and I could agree with you guys indeed that I think first season is either going to be the Falcons or the Buccaneers winning that division. The other two teams, and the Panthers and the Saints, I think they may struggle first season until they could start building a little bit. That'll be obviously the biggest thing is, once these guys are able to start building, what can they do at that point? But until then, man, like it's one of these two teams probably taking this division more than likely. All right, so now it's gonna get real saucy, guys. We're gonna talk about the NFC East a little bit. All right, when we gotta talk about the 800-pound elephant in the room, or 8 million-pound elephant in the room, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, where were the Dallas Cowboys selected, Maniac?
I think they were right in the middle. A little late. Pick 19 to, some would say, the greatest Madden player to ever live, but nonetheless. Go ahead.
Well, especially the player himself.
Well, well, you know what? Before I go to L and Emo about this here, okay? I gotta ask a question. All right, real quick question. When you guys start the league, are you starting with the initial rosters when they do the first update?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna let you guys talk a little bit, because everybody and their mother knows what is going on right now in Dallas with Micah Parsons. So, and just mind you, everybody, this is a 98 player. I thought he deserved a 99 in my opinion, but he is a 98 overall player. All right. And it's a very good possibility he may be gone. We'll see. I don't know if he's going to be gone. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's a possibility. So, L, with that being said, I'm going to let you talk about this Cowboys squad a little bit and give some guys some insight a little bit on this team.
For sure. I hope he's gone. I hope the Cowboys get almost nothing in return for trading him, and I hope that translates to the game, personally. But that's just my opinion on it. You obviously got Micah, 90 speed, 95 XL, insane speed for an edge rusher.
Jeez.
He's got an ability, dual threat. He gets better chances of defeating pass blocks and knocking catches loose if you get him an X factor. Even outside of it, he's got edge threat, out my way, secure tackler, enforcer supreme. Guy's obviously going to be a menace. You still got CeeDee Lamb there, who is just another one of these all-around guys, but has the abilities, has insane attributes for it. He doesn't have the speed, but he's really good. The Cowboys always have a good O-line. I think they still got Tyler Smith. They got one other, Tyler Booker there. So they're not as good these days. I think BB's young, but they still have some guys to develop. But they're the Cowboys of old, but they are getting older. Like Dak getting older, Trayvon, Deron Bland. Their top end talent is not what it used to be in the past. But they still have those good pieces.
Yeah.
Joe Milton. Yeah, Joe Milton they got. He might be seeing some time for the user, I would assume. But outside of that, honestly, I'm not sure this roster's that good, if I'm being quite honest with you. Love to hear Emo's take on it.
Emo, what you think?
I mean, I like the roster. I think it's a good pickup at 19. There may be some cap issues coming up, especially with Dak. But, I guess whoever takes them needs to make sure to take care of that and, be fiscally responsible. Overall, I like the roster. Mike, I think, will be a beast. I don't think he's going anywhere. Pure pay-me move, just like Myles Garrett was going somewhere else. But, so I think it'll be a great roster. I think one thing just standing out here is just, looking through the roster, I really like they have, in addition to CeeDee Lamb, who's X Factor, we know about him. They also have Turpin, who is 97 speed. And so has been talked about, this Madden will be all about speed. So I think there will be a very nice piece there. Can't see he's he's only 5'9", but still, I guess he would just be running in a vertical line out, running everybody. Yeah, exactly. So
speed.
No, I like the roster, and I think at 19, given what could be comparing to the Saints, of course, that definitely, I think I like the roster.
Okay. Wow. I'll tell you what, this Cowboys squad, always in Madden. They're always a good team in Madden, in my opinion. We'll see what this guy Maniac could do here with the Cowboys, as Maniac is the owner of the Cowboys. Do you have anything to say, Maniac, before we move on, brother?
Boo. I only have one thing to say.
Please limit to 10 seconds.
Micah Parsons OTB, so hit me up.
Oh, okay. Well, he put it on.
He could suck in game, guys. Don't be taunted by that. Don't make a deal before you see it in your person.
Yeah, you might have to see that ink first before that deal could happen. No question about it, man. But again, Maniac is your Cowboys owner, and we are gonna move on to the next one, guys. So here's the next one in the NFC East, guys. Here we go. None other than the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Maniac, where were the Eagles selected?
Surprise, surprise. Super Bowl champs. They were picked number 1 overall.
Number 1 overall, Philadelphia Eagles, with an absolute stacked squad. Everybody knows the deal. It's led by none other than that man, Saquon Barkley, but I'm going to let El get started. El, let us know about this Eagles squad. Let people know what they need to know about this team. I don't think there's going to be a lot of talk about this. We know what they're about, man. We know what they're about.
You got 299 overalls. You got probably the best O-line in the league, best running back in the league, A.J. Brown and Devonta, one of the best wide receiver duos in the league, if not the best, depends on who you ask. Goddard, good tight end. Even they got some pieces. Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Nolan Smith Jr., even really young guys with good athleticism. I mean, Howie over there as the GM in real life has been absolutely insane. I think he's won GM of the year like 2 or 3 times out of the past couple.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
They're the best roster, I think, top to bottom in the NFL. They showed that. And it kind of shows up in Madden, to be honest.
Yep.
So I don't think I need to say a whole lot more. There will probably be even sleepers that come out of this team, but it doesn't even matter when your top is that good.
Yeah, agreed. Emo, what you talk on this one?
Hey, probably one of the best teams in the game. I actually myself had them on my list. They didn't make it to me. I wasn't first overall, so great roster. I think, like I was mentioning, a lot going on. I mean, one thing just to mention is, like, as if they don't have enough, one of their picks from this draft is Andrew Mukua. He's a free safety with like 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Crazy. They're already stacked. They're drafting well, like I was saying. So it's going to be a good team for a long time. May run into some cap issues. I also am not sure how Jalen will do. As I mentioned, he's usually kind of has some speed, but his arm isn't as good. I think he's 86 throw power once again. And as I was mentioning, it seemed like from the beta, the windows are a little tighter. So I don't know how these kind of slow, lofty balls will come in, but we'll see. He's an X factor, so it'll be good. Probably hard to trade due to the cap, but still amazing thing.
Okay. Maniac, you got any comments on his team real quick?
Yeah, welcome to my division.
Your division, meaning you're going to win the division, huh? It might be the Eagles division. I don't know.
Might be the Eagles division.
Yeah.
Our roster's much better.
Yeah, I mean, the roster's definitely a solid roster. And you guys could kind of break in a little bit about the owner. I'm not sure if I know this owner, but it is Tillman, who was a Philadelphia Eagle. So congratulations to Tillman with the Eagles. Anybody got any takes on Tillman?
I think Tillman's one of the most defensive-minded coaches. He runs the ball. It's like a perfect fit here.
Okay. I think Tillman's one of the better users in the league. Just keeps his head down, just plays well, no matter who he's got. Always in the playoffs, always making a run. I think Tillman will do really well with this team.
It's just for me, generally, he's giving Maniac hard time. Maybe not as of the last couple of Maddens, but in general, they battle pretty well. So I'm looking forward to watching some Eagles-Cowboys matchups on Sunday night.
No, it's gonna be something.
Tillman might end up with the division. He might end up with that division.
And I tell you what, Maniac gets to see Tillman in week 1, so keep that in mind as well too. He sees him week 1, see. So he definitely sees him come week 1, man. So we only got one more team to talk about, and everybody that knows Snipes knows that I am a big fan of my New York Football Giants. And where were the Giants selected, Maniac?
Well, you will be very pleased to hear that they were picked number 5.
And I got a feeling why. And I think L's gonna go into it a little bit and let us know why they possibly were picked at number 5. You talk to us here, L, about this one.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit about your team here. It's a pretty exciting team, if I'm being honest. I think I had them on my list. I like to pick some other lower teams potentially, or the Packers. I'm a Packer guy. That have some exciting talent, and they were on the list because you got one of the best wreckers, I would call him, in the game in Dexter Lawrence III. Similar to Vita Vea, but even more athletic, younger, just an absolute destroyer of any play on the field. He's got interior threat, inside stuff, El Toro, blitz for the X Factor, Enforcer Supreme as one of his other superstars. That guy's a menace. And the interior pressure and being able to stop the run, especially in Madden, because it can be hard to do sometimes, is huge for any team. They do have some decent O-line pieces too, and Andrew Thomas, and then who is the other? Greg Van Roten. I think Roten's a little bit older than I think.
Yeah, Roten's a little older. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Evan Neal didn't quite turn out, but some of these guys are good at pass blocking. I know, like John Runyon from being a Packer for so long. And they do have some capabilities there. Theo Johnson at tight end, very fast tight end, like how we talked about Kyle Pitts. You got Deonte Banks for speed at corner. You got an elite edge rusher in Brian Burns, and what I assume will be another elite one very quickly in Abdul Carter.
Yes.
So, and in addition to that, you got Javon Holland, who has been a great Madden safety for years now at this point. Mm-hmm. Paulson Adebo even is a very solid piece in the secondary. And, Malik Neighbors, 96 speed, 96. Like 22 or 23 years old here. Just electric with the ball in his hands and going to be very fun for whoever's using the Giants in Madden.
Indeed. So, Emo, what's your take on the Giants?
Just to add, El covered it pretty well. Exciting team. I think they're, again, better than most people think. Maybe not, right off the bat, maybe not too many X factors or high overalls, but a lot of potential, a lot of young guys they're rebuilding. So I think it'll be fun to develop that team. And just one guy to point out, they also have a rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart. He got some speed.
We don't need to point him out.
What's that?
We don't need to point him out. No offense to Snipes.
Well, I think in Madden, he's very workable. Maybe throw power could be a little higher from just 88, but I think at 22, definitely starting him and see if he can be developed. So you don't have to worry about paying a lot of money for your quarterback, which is for me usually a good strategy in Madden. Yeah. I think it's a decent team. Definitely picked high, but much better than some of the teams out there. Much better than people give them credit for.
I think a lot of people.
Yeah, really quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Snipes.
No. Go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say really quick the speed with Neighbors and Banks and some of the other guys here that I'm seeing as I go down. Who was it? 94 here. Jalen Hyatt. I almost forgot Jalen Hyatt.
Oh yeah.
From a couple Maddens ago.
Oh yeah.
And when you get them, and then you got this line, D-line, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and then what Abdul Carter will become is going to be a nightmare to play in a year or two.
Yep. I think that, most guys are picking this team for two reasons. It ain't because of the quarterback. Obviously they got Russell Wilson and Jackson Dart as well too. It's not because of the quarterback. They're picking them number one because of the defense, and they're picking them, in my opinion, number two because of two players. Because of Malik Neighbors, these are two offensive players. Because of Malik Neighbors, and because of what I like to call the cheat code in Theo Johnson. Theo Johnson is a nightmare to guard in Madden. He was a nightmare last year to guard in Madden. A nightmare. All right, I call him a cheat code. He is a problem when you get him built up. I've seen guys build
100%.
I've seen this guys build this guy up. Oh my God, he's your Kyle Pitts 2.0. I'm telling you now.
Very similar.
Yeah, very similar. So, being picked at number 5 is not surprising to me at all about the Giants. It really isn't. We'll see. We'll see what this owner could do. Maniac, you got any take on the Giants before we go?
Yeah, is Cry Havoc. He was he came into the league late last season. He wanted to come in as an initial 32, and he got his squad. So excited to have you.
All right, so Cry Havoc, aka Havoc, do your thing with them Giants, bro. Do your thing with them Giants. Hope to see you do big things there, because you still got one other team that we didn't talk about just yet, and this team is going to be a Madden problem as well too. And that is none other than the Washington Commanders. Now, the Commanders, where were they selected, Maniac?
I feel like they were selected pick 13. So they were a little late, in my opinion. I thought they were going to be in the top 10.
I agree 1,000%. And this is another team, too, and I'm going to let El get started with it as well. But this is another team, too, that is dealing with an issue with a top wideout in oh my God, I can't even say, in Terry McLaurin.
Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry. Yeah. So this is going to be very interesting as well too. We talked about Micah Parsons earlier, and in the same division, now we talk about another big time player in Terry McLaurin and what's going to happen before that first update when the league starts up. So talk to him a little bit about this team here, El. Let them know what they need to know.
Yeah, so the Commanders are an interesting team for sure, and I probably would have expected them to be taken a little bit higher too, because Jaden Daniels, right? It's like that's a very Madden-esque quarterback. He's got escape artist for X Factor. He's got 90 speed. He is an X Factor at 22 or 23, so you can develop him. They got some good pieces. They traded for Tunsil. They brought in Debo, who's maybe not quite as good as he was in Madden, but still an exciting guy to have on your roster to make some people miss. You got Cosme there to bolster the O-line. Bobby Wagner's there. In real life, that's really good for the locker room and running the defense. They still got Deron Payne, who's good. I will say they are kind of missing some of the mid-level talent. They're a little top-heavy right now. And then looking through their young guys, Jerzon Newton, I was them last year, and Jerzon Newton did develop really well for me. So if you can get him next to Deron Payne, somebody else, that can be good. But I think the young talent isn't quite as good, and I think that's why people didn't pick them a little bit earlier, outside of the obvious in Jaden.
Right.
So that would be my guess as to why they fell. But they do have really good pieces at the top for sure.
And I'll say this. I'll say this real quick before my guy Emo goes real quick. I know most of you guys that pay attention to Madden. They pay attention to what goes on. I think they released a video yesterday about how you're gonna have double motions in the game. So having a guy like Debo with double motion activity, that might be interesting. Okay, granted he doesn't have a ton of speed,
into the backfield,
but that might be, and you can put him in the backfield and everything as well too with packages. So that might be a little interesting with this team. But Emo, go ahead and talk about the squad.
Yeah, I'll go a little against what all you guys are saying. So I was at 6 there, researching my rosters, and look at the Commanders. Not a fan.
Okay.
I think, like I was saying, just top heavy. If you want to play with Jaden, understandable. amazing, young, not very expensive X factor, fast. I think this Madden may be a little more about speed than at quarterback than previous ones where it was hard to escape the pocket. But yeah, Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Larmiton. So, you got kind of 3 good players. And then I feel like outside of that, like they got some really, older players who are kind of good, but like they're not, really good at key positions. So like Bobby Wagner is 91 overall, but only 84 speed, pretty old, needs to be kind of, replaced. Lattimore, their own Payne. So Debo, talking about Debo, I don't know about these, double motions with 91 speed, 89 agility. Not so sure, no abilities whatsoever. So I'm not sure he'll be able to replicate what he does in real life. Yeah, definitely. I know there's a lot of interest in the Commanders across other leagues too. People are very high on them and excited to play with them. Just not for me. Decent team, but I think 13 is about right for them.
Oh, and hey, I gotta respect your take on it, man. Emo's a good player. So I gotta respect Emo's take on it and why he wouldn't possibly select the team.
I've seen better.
So I gotta respect that. But Maniac, what's your take on the Commanders? I mean, this is it. They in your division too, man. So what's your take on the Commanders?
Honestly, the division looks pretty solid. Tillman. Yeah, he's going to give me a run for my money. I think the Commanders might also be there. And then James being a fan, I think that he's going to play with his heart. So I look forward to all the matchups.
All right, so we'll see, man, as the game will have the Commanders. Congratulations to the game. He is the owner of the Commanders. And I'll tell you what, we went from talking about 4 pretty weak teams. Well, I'll say actually 2 really weak teams in the first set of talks in the NFC South to 4 teams that can probably do some damage in Madden for for this league. So we'll see what happens, man. This is going to be very interesting for this league, no question about it. So that's your NFC East. We're going to move on to the North now. And the first team we're going to talk about here in the North are those Chicago Bears. Where were the Bears selected, Maniac, in this draft?
They were selected pick number 21, which is really like a steal in my opinion.
Pick number 21. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, L, talk about the squad, man, because these Bears, Madden-wise, they're good, in my opinion.
I disagree.
No.
I don't think they're good.
No.
I disagree. Okay. I love being a hater. I'm a Packer fan.
I love being a Chicago
hater.
I forgot about that.
Caleb Williams fail. I love watching him fail. I love seeing the stuff out of camp. 3 picks, 5 for 17 on family night. He's missing pockets on the wall and drills. He's missing easy pockets. I love it. They didn't get Joe Thuney. This roster, this roster is not good. You go look at the roster. It's not good. And I love that as a hater. I would say specifically Madden-wise, too. Let me look at, I think DJ Moore has abilities. Thuney, I think, does, too. But, again, if they didn't get Thuney, it's looking
I'm pulling
brutal.
Him up.
Thuney does. But post up a nasty streak, no pass blocking stuff. Mid out elite, short out elite for DJ Moore. I think they nerfed his speed a little bit, only 91 speed. They don't have any X factors. I think those are the only 2. No, Jalen I think has superstar here. Yeah, Jalen does. So 3. He does have deep route KO, but he's only 90 speed as an outside corner. If that's where you want it, I assume that's where you want it. Cole Kmet's like okay. I'm not a Bear guy. Darnell Wright's okay, but that's just a right tackle. Roma Dunze is still young and exciting, but he's not super fat. He's no BTJ. He's no Malik. To me, Caleb Williams, too, as a Madden team, I don't love them. I don't think they're that good.
You think they're the weakest in the division?
You know what? I got it. When we go through here, I could answer that better.
I got you.
But probably, like if I had to guess right now, probably.
Okay.
Maybe the Vikings though. Packers are low key not that good of a Madden team though. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Now we do have a Bears fan in the building. Shout out to my guy Kakashi in the building. I see you, Kakashi. He is in the big shout out to the NBL league. But look, I like this team, man. I do. I mean,
I want to hear why you got the team. Maniac says they were taken later than he thought to. I want to hear.
Hey, listen, man. Look, I just think that I think at the end of the day, and maybe it's because I've seen so many guys, okay, with less than they have now, do work with the Bears, man, and end up going to freaking championships and Super Bowls, like from commentating these games. I mean, you don't see the Bears all the time, in the Super Bowl and all that, but see them plenty of time in playoffs. And they have great records. You know what I mean? Sometimes they fold a little bit in the playoffs or what have you, but I just, just some pieces. Obviously, you know what? Because it's the thing for me, and I don't want to go on a whole soliloquy here, but the whole thing for me is this. In Madden, when you talk about Madden, the biggest thing you need to make sure you have is a quarterback or somewhat of a young quarterback. You got Caleb Williams. He is a young quarterback. All right. Right there alone, you win because you can build from that guy. I think, and he's a solid build, and he was a solid build in Madden last year. Let's see what he does this year.
I think he had superstar last year to start.
Yeah. So I think you could get, if he's got superstar this year. Did you look him up?
He does not.
He does not have it yet. Okay.
No,
so
he doesn't deserve it. He was pretty trash last year.
Yeah. So it might be a little bit more difficult to build him this year. I'll give you that.
Oh, okay. It will.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit more difficult to build him. But the key factor here is now when you got to sign other players and everything else, you got to look at the long game. At the end of the day, with this particular team, I ain't saying this team's gonna go win a title or whatever like that. But if you're gonna
be shocked,
But if you're gonna pick a team, you have to pick a squad, and you got to build with this squad every year. I think the Bears are a good team. I do. I'm just going from the franchise aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? I just really think that the Bears are a good team in that regard.
What about Maniac?
Wait, I'm sorry. We didn't reveal the person yet, but
no, I'm talking about him yet.
You said you thought they were taken late. So
that's why he's coming to you, because he wants to know why you think so.
Well, they were high on my list, and I was picked 19. It was between them and the Cowboys that I was really gonna choose. So
I really wish you would have got them.
I like them. I'm a very boring offense. I like the O-line. I like Caleb Williams. He's young enough. I can work with that. So,
okay.
All right. Emo, what you think about this team?
I don't know, man. I think they were picked where they're kind of belong. To me, it's got to be either like high overall, not too old, or like maybe not high overall, but like very young with like some potential. I feel like they're just kind of average, like nothing stands out, like no crazy speed, like maybe, Montez Sweat like a little faster, like on the edge there, but he's also kind of older. So I think they're okay. But definitely I agree, having a young, good quarterback helps. There's these difference in Madden, like, if you know how to work the meter, maybe you don't need it as much, but for people who don't, like being able to develop, get these abilities that help you be more accurate, not miss throws when you really need them in the playoffs. I think that helps a lot. And the fact that he'll be on a rookie contract for like a little while helps. So you can build the rest of the roster without, worrying wanting to pay 60-70 million for a quarterback. So it's okay. I think it's an okay team.
And the owner of this squad, let's see what dude could do with it. All right, let's see what he could do. He is the owner of the Bears. And you do have a hater here that is going to continue to tell you good luck.
Hey, best of luck to him.
That's his team, man. In real life, too.
Yeah.
I think that roster's tough, so best of luck.
All right, well, look, we're going to move on. All right, we're going to move on. Another tough squad here in the NFC North. And, this roster is just crazy, in my opinion. The Detroit Lions. Where were the Detroit Lions selected, Maniac?
were selected pick number 6.
They were picked number 6. And yeah. I do understand why. I get it. I totally get it. But L, talk to them a little bit about this squad.
Yeah, so this is another one like the Eagles that have really come into the fold as one of the best roster building teams in the NFL. You can I'm looking at the roster right now on the EA website, and a lot of teams have like a 93 or a 94, and then it drops significantly. You look here, it's 96, 96, 95, 93, 90, 89, 87. Just so many mid to high 80s, mid to high 90s. A lot of good talent, and you're not missing out on speed. You got Jameson Williams. You got Jahmyr Gibbs. I assume, let me look here at Jahmyr. I think superstar. Jukebox and reach for it's okay. Jukebox good, though. He's going to be good catching out of the backfield. Penei Sewell, one of the best tackles in the league. A little bit more of a run blocker, but still. Amon-Ra St. Brown. We all know what he can do. Aiden Hutchinson, same thing. So you got guys at important positions in Madden. Goff is, I don't think a lot of people like him as their Madden quarterback, if I'm being honest, but he will at least be accurate at 87 overall. And if you want to move on from him, I think you'll be able to after this year or next. So I think they're set up really well, and they still got a lot of good young guys too on cheap contracts. But when those hit, they will have to pay a lot. Yeah, for sure. Agreed. But this roster, similar to Eagles, top to bottom, really good.
Yeah. I think they're built to win now as well too. Emo, what you think about this one?
I think it's a great roster, man. I think, they're definitely, top 5, top 6 roster. A lot of good going on. Like I was saying, I was actually looking, I think Goff counts for 60 something plus million against the cap. But I think after the first season, based on the old Madden, I'm not sure if they did some restructuring, but based on the old Madden, I think after the first season, if you cut him, you can save like 17 million. Yeah. So I would imagine that will be happening at some point. Yeah. Having someone like Goff for 60 plus million, maybe not worth it. Maybe, this money could be spent elsewhere, but, whoever's taking them need to think about a quarterback and who will be playing instead of Goff. Not much not many holes. I would say if I were to be very picky and pick one place, I would say at cornerback. They don't have very good corners. They don't have very fast corners. So something will have to be done there at some point. Yeah. But outside of that, and then maybe the defensive tackles, not as good as the rest. But again, they drafted a rookie this year that I think is 21, 22 years old. That can be developed. Overall, super solid roster, super exciting on offense, some solid pieces on defense as well.
Yeah, pretty low speed at corner. They do have 2 safeties with superstar. They might be the only team with both safeties having superstar higher. Not sure on
that. Their safeties are pretty fast.
Rare. They're not, but they do have, they have their heads up. Yeah. They got decent abilities. Mid-zone KO and Acrobat on Branch. Okay. And then deep in zone KO and Pick Artist on Kirby Joseph. Okay.
Whoever is the owner gonna take advantage of these new deep zones and maybe instead of 10, put them at 15 every play, so they have a little bit of a cushion with that 88 speed for each.
Hey, look, I think that I think this is a good team, man. That from top to bottom, in my opinion, man. I really do think that this is a really, really good team.
100%.
Yeah, but hey, Maniac, you got anything to say about the squad?
I think the owner, he's gonna not use the speed that they have, and he's just gonna dink and dunk. But he's gonna make the playoffs. He's gonna fall short every year.
Dang. Hey, yo, Emo, why you let him talk about you like that, brother?
I don't know, man. My guy hiring that didn't sound like a very good ad, man. I'm paying for this and like not getting a good ad from this guy.
Okay, let me lie. He's great.
Hey, look, you know what? The way I look at it, Emo, is at the end of the day, you got to go out there and prove them wrong, man. You got the squad to do it. There's no question about that.
Week 14.
Oh, is it?
Oh, boy.
Yep. All right.
Oh, boy.
We'll see. We'll see then.
You trying to put it on Snipes TV too? Oh man!
Maybe get on Snipes TV.
Oh man! Hey, look, no, whoever it is, just let it be known, okay? Please do not get the graphic of nose wipe season. Don't do it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get the graphic. Don't get the graphic. All right, we're going to move on, everybody. All right, so that's the Lions. So obviously, we're going to talk about the final team here. And the final team is L's favorite.
Second to last.
The Green Bay Packers. Now, where were the Packers selected, Maniac?
The Packers were selected, I believe, pick 9.
Pick number 9 for the Packers. So
this will
be interesting here, no question about it. So, L, talk to us about these Packers. Let us know what's going on with these Packers here.
Yeah, I can talk to you about the Packers. All right, that is one team I am for sure qualified to talk about. And I will say they're not that good of a Madden team to me. I'm a little surprised. You did say it was a homer pick, so that makes a lot of sense. A little surprised they're taken at 9. If you look at them pure Madden-wise, they're not the best with speed. They have some guys like Christian Watson, I think, with Boa Melton at corner, and then like Valentine probably has some decent speed. But like McKinney doesn't have the best speed, even though he finally is X Factor now. They have a lot of our guys that I think should be like superstar, not at superstar, i.e. Elgin Jenkins and Zach Tom, 2 of the best O-linemen in the league, no matter how you look at it, and they never get superstar. Josh Jacobs finally getting some respect after that insane year last year. We were one of the best run teams in the NFL. Bruiser and Steamroller on him, 90 speed. They did bump up Jaden Reed's speed, too, to 94. I think he was at 91 or 92 or something last year. Nate Hobbs signing for us is okay, going to bolster that secondary. But honestly, you look at it top to bottom, they're not that good of a Madden team. But Watson's a really fun Madden player. You got Edge Coop and Quay Walker at off-ball. Really good speed, really young guys to develop. Jaden's going to be a lot of fun now with that boosted speed, and he's an 81 overall. Kenny still has inside stuff, I think, and unpredictable, so that's something. But Jordan Love is also, like, he's a little bit older now for a Madden quarterback, and he doesn't have the best speed. So, obviously I love him, but to me, they're not that good of a Madden team.
Okay. Emo, what's your take on the Packers?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're same thing. I was looking at 6, trying to see if I want to go Packers, but didn't like them too much. I do think they have at least decent speed at wide receiver. You got Watson with 96, Jaden Reed 94, and I'm looking at the roster right now. It looks like this year the defensive ends got some speed and some love from Madden. Colin Oliver, 87 speed, 91 acceleration. He's only 22, so yeah, I you see this guy, starts a little bit lower on the finesse moves with 72, some block shedding 77, but given how young he is, I could see him turning into a superstar down the road, depending on the user and the performance. But overall decent team, a bit high of a pick for me. I would say even the Bucks probably look better to me than the Packers, but homer pick, I understand.
Okay. Maniac, what's your take on this team?
There's not a lot. They're in a tough division, and they're gonna have tough opponents year round, so good luck.
All right, well, good luck, Sleepy. Sleepy is the owner of the Packers. You got the Sleepy. Sleepy's the owner of the Packers. You got a fan here that is cheering for you, in a sense, unless you got to face him. We'll see.
I might still cheer for him.
But Sleepy is the owner of the Packers. And we still have, actually, we do got one more team here in the division. I completely forgot about. I don't know how I forgot about the Vikings. This is always a good Madden team. So let's talk about it. So the Packers are done, and the Minnesota Vikings are in the building. Maniac, where were they selected?
They were picked at number 15. I think a good team.
Wow.
Good team.
Wow. Number 15 for the Vikings, huh? You
thought they go a little higher?
I thought they should go a little higher, to be honest with you. This is a good Madden.
Okay.
I think this is actually a great Madden team, to be honest with you. I think this is a great Madden team. But L, tell us why you don't think they're a great Madden team.
I don't think they're a bad Madden team.
All right.
They got some speed at corner. We're here looking at a couple 93 speed guys. Ty Chandler is a fast running back. Ty Felton, their rookie, is 93 speed. That's solid. You're going to be able to develop him. They got a 90 speed free safety down here. But even at the top of their, they got Jettas, obviously, right? They got JJ. That's your bread and butter there. Yeah. Great receiver, good abilities. Christian Darrisaw, they did give superstar. It's a great tackle, phenomenal tackle. Harrison Smith somehow holding on to superstar. I don't know how he does it every year, but realistically in Madden, he's only going to be good for like 1 year. He's going to lose a ton of speed unless they drastically change that.
I agree.
But for that 1 year, he could be really good. He's got deep end zone KO. You got Jonathan Allen there to help stop the run a little bit. Not the best abilities in run stopper and reach lead, but not the worst. Solid player. They have a lot of solid, I would say. Brian O'Neill at the other tackle. Like Aaron Jones is kind of old, but has jukebox, only 89 speed now. Byron Murphy's a solid corner. So I would say they have a lot of solid. I still like them better than the Bears, and I can tell you now, I do think the Bears are the worst team in this division after looking at all these rosters. You get Blake Cashman, fast linebacker, and then, Jonathan Grenard, they did give... He's got mid-zone. That doesn't seem right. I don't know if that's right. We'll see when that releases.
Yeah.
But because he's a rusher. He's an edge rusher from what I understand. They got him at tackle supreme and mid-zone KO. But I think, super top heavy with the O-line and Justin Jefferson. Kind of old, but they do have a lot of solid. I'll give him that. JJ McCarthy could be interesting. JJ McCarthy could be interesting, too.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy, even this year, he was basically all, he was all world for a lot of people in Madden that I've seen. I don't think it'll change this year at all, in my opinion. I don't think it'll change at all. But nonetheless, I do think that this is a good team across the board. And I will say this before we do move on, they got to steal with Byron Murphy Jr. from the Cardinals. They got to steal from him. The Cardinals, I get on the Cardinals. I live out here in Arizona, and I get on some Cardinal fans sometimes because I don't understand how they let him walk, because I think he's gonna blow up this year with this defense, in my opinion. I really do.
I don't think the Cardinals are paying many guys either.
Yeah, they're not paying a whole lot right now. That's unfortunate. But they got to steal with Byron Murphy. No question about that. Emo, what's your take on this one?
I really like this roster, man. We do their snipes. I know Ellis heading on them a little bit, the Packer inside him is, but I really like it. I had him last year, so like their O-line, one of the best O-lines probably in the game. So I'm looking at it. 4 out of 5 starters are like 80 or higher, with like Darrisaw being 92 with abilities. And then their 5th guy, Donovan Jackson, 74 overall, but he's 22 years old. He was just drafted. So, this team is set at like O-line, combined that with Jetta and like young quarterbacks. So again, one of the teams that they won't have to pay much for quarterbacks, so they can build around the rest of the roster basically without having to pay too much, at least 3 seasons or so, maybe 2. But 3 actually. Then I think Dallas Turner on defense, they don't have much, but I really like Dallas Turner this year. Again, defensive end, 90 speed, 92 acceleration.
Yeah,
had him last year, amazing. So he's only 22, 23, something like that. So again, will develop really nicely, and I think it's a great team, fun team. I think they could have gone a little earlier. I could have seen him go a little earlier. Yeah. Definitely feels like it was one of my, if I had a late pick, one of my sleepers, probably one of my 3 sleepers that is kind of okay. They can make it to me, let's say 20. I'll be very happy with that team, and I feel like I won the draft.
So you would have picked this team that if there was that. So if you had the top 12 pick, let's say you were number 12, would you have picked the Vikings?
Depends on what else. I would say, yeah, I'll pick them.
You pick that? Okay. Respect on that. Respect on that. All right. So look, at the end of the day, we need to know who the owner is for the Vikings, right? And here it is.
I think we do.
M2S. Is that how you pronounce it? It's M2S, right?
Made to shine.
Made to shine.
Oh, Made to Shine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Made to Shine. Rocking with the Vikings, man. Congratulations to you, brother. Hopefully you do some big things with your Vikes this season. Should be a lot of fun. So, look, we got the NFC West now to talk about here real quick. And we'll start off here with the San Francisco 49ers. When were the 49ers selected, Maniac?
They were picked right before me, so pick 18.
Pick number 18 for the 49ers. Now, L, why were they picked at number 18? Let's talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. I still think this roster is really good. I will give that it's aging. You know, Kittle, Warner, Trent Williams, I mean, even McCaffrey, and then Bosa not being the best speed athlete. He's an insane, like, all-around athlete with his strength and stuff where he's at.
Yeah.
But you got 4 X factors. You got, I think, solid speed as I'm trying to look down here. Actually, it doesn't look like the best speed. I know they lost Charvarius Ward, so that doesn't help. So I guess, yeah, they do have,
and
like,
Debo.
a little bit of a loss in speed, and they are a little bit old. That would be my guess. But you're still, for a season or two here, get an X Factor Kittle, X Factor Warner with, I mean, Warner's obviously going to have fantastic abilities. Williams with really good abilities still, really high overall. Bosa, really good abilities here, really high overall. McCaffrey still has good abilities, high overall. And then, like, Ayuk is good. You know, he's not fantastic, but he's good. I think the worry for me on this team would be how Madden has been really bad with regression.
Yes.
And how it affects physical stuff, especially because those guys are, if it's still bad, you know, you're going to lose a lot of speed, and speed is king in Madden, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Speed, a little bit of an issue on this team, and the age, for sure. And cap space, I think, is a little tight now after getting Purdy the contract and all these other guys are paying. So that would be my guess. But still, really good roster for a year or two.
Okay. Emo, what's your take on this team?
I'd take the Vikings any day over the 49ers today. I mean, they're okay. I think, I was chatting with El when I was sitting at 6 trying to make my pick, deciding what my team should be. And, we're talking about 49ers, but not in love. I think, to me, in addition to what El was mentioning about, just kind of being on the older side, not loving that from Madden.
Yeah.
Especially with 4 or 5 seasons ahead of us. Brock Purdy just signed a, 4 or 5 year, $265 million, $100 million guarantees.
Yeah.
78 speed, 86 throw power. I don't know about that. It'd be hard to move, probably decimate the roster. And again, I don't see Jalen maybe okay. At least he has speed, and maybe it's okay with Brock. I'm not sure if he'll last on the Niner roster, and if he does, then whoever has the 49ers is gonna be miserable playing with him at quarterback. So yeah, just looking across, like I don't see, I'm just usually looking for something that stands out to kind of hang on to. Some speeded wide receivers, some speeded edge, cornerback. Like I don't see anything here. Just 90, 91 overall across the board for key positions where speed matters. Defensive ends, like they had Bosa, and I know they drafted someone who was good. Not sure how that translated to Madden. Can't quite see him, but not really excited about that roster. I think it's a workable roster, but 17 sounds about right.
Respected on that.
To defend myself, he was asking for like a 6th team to pick, and he's a West Coast guy. So I was like, Niners.
I do live in
Niners.
San Fran, so yeah.
Hey, look.
4 X factors,
Yeah. I mean, you can't deny four X factors. Definitely can't do that.
I'm here for the long haul. These guys after a year to their kind of.
Yeah, we'll see.
Boss is good. I don't know about McCaffrey and Fred Warner and Kittle.
Yeah. Well,
it'll be good for at least a year.
Hey, look, it should be. But I'll tell you what, Slick is the owner of the 49ers. Congratulations to Slick, as he will attempt to make some big things happen in the NFC West. So let's see who Slick is going to be going up against in this division. And we'll start off with those birds. Here we go. The Arizona Cardinals. When were the Cardinals selected, Maniac?
Close to last. So it was
Really?
either them or the Saints.
Wow. The Cardinals were next to last. Very interesting.
That is interesting.
That is very interesting. All right. Well, look, I'm intrigued to find out from you, El, on what you think about this team here, because that's very interesting to me. I didn't think that they should be second to last.
No, I gotta agree. on that. I think they're better than that. Because what you got here is you got Buddha, who's, he doesn't have the best abilities for a safety, I would say, but for a box safety, he does actually have really good abilities. I just prefer, I think, like a deep middle guy personally, but he's got solid athleticism, really good box safety if you like those guys. You got Trey McBride, who's really fun guy, who now has superstar and deep in elite. You got Josh Sweat. They finally got an edge rusher there in Arizona, and he comes with edge threat.
Yeah.
So, you got some guys like that. You got Paris Johnson Jr., young guy developed. Walter Nolan, who's their rookie D tackle, first round pick. I think speed excel at D tackle spot is one of the most underrated attributes at combo, I guess. It's like speed in general at D tackle, the most underrated thing in Madden potentially, because you need those guys to get to the quarterback. If they get past a blocker, but they can't get to a quarterback, what does it matter? And having good speed excel matters a lot for that. And like I said, interior rush and stuffing the run is huge in real life and in Madden. You got Trey Benson, too, who's got 93 speed, 94 excel at 223.
Yeah.
And then you got Kyler Murray. And I get that he's old, but he is a fun Madden quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Oh, and there's somebody's son, I think, plays on this team, too, if I'm not mistaken, who was a very touted prospect, taken very high in the draft last year. One Mr. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yes.
Who you still got over there.
Yeah.
So you got some exciting pieces on this team. Second to last is insane to me. I think they're better than some of those like NFC North or NFC South teams that got picked before them, but that's just me. That's what I see and that's what I like.
So I got a question for everybody here on the panel before we let Emo go. Just one quick question. Do you guys think that they did Will Johnson dirty for his rookie for his rookie ratings?
Is that the
cornerback for the Cardinals?
Corner. Oh, he's the guy from Michigan, right?
From Michigan, yeah.
I don't follow college as much. I think he got injured, right?
I think he did. Was it last year that he got injured? I'm not sure if it was last year if he got injured or not. I'm not exactly sure.
He got a knee injury. What did he got a new injury for his pro day. It says something in his knee.
But I don't think I don't think that should really affect what he got. I think he got done dirty. That's just that's my opinion.
75 overall isn't terrible though for a rookie.
No.
Are you talking about his speed?
The overall's not bad. He's faster than 89 though. He's a faster player than 89. I don't watch
college as much.
No, he's definitely a faster player than 89.
Sure.
Yeah, he's definitely a faster player than 89. He's that man. And I understand the knee issues and everything else, but he's definitely a faster player. I think they should show him a little love. But I guess it's gonna be a whole thing where you gotta, he's gonna have to put it out there on the field, and if he does it, then hey, boom. They'll show him some love.
And they're measuring speeds in crazy ways, as they know miles per hour with satellites and stuff. So
exactly.
They'll know.
Yeah. So they'll know eventually. But go ahead, Emo. What's your take on this team?
Yeah, I mean, not the best roster. Like I was saying, there's a few nice pieces. Kyler Murray will probably be fun. Just another thing to throw in there from what I was hearing about Madden, maybe playing the beta a little bit, even though I didn't see it that much in the game, but they said basically that, shorter quarterbacks, when their receivers are kind of in line with the O-line, and then so basically the quarterback won't be able to see them, so like the icons will disappear.
Yeah.
So Kyler may have to move around in the pocket a little bit in order to have these icons from not disappearing. Not the tallest guy. Yeah, overall not too much to be excited. There's like some pieces here and there, like Paris Johnson, like at LT, like a young O-line that can be developed. They have I really like they have that fast safety. Taylor Demerson is like 92 speed, 93 acceleration. I think he's relatively young as well, so probably gonna step in for Buddha. Maybe move on from Buddha, get some pieces back. But overall, yeah, I think it's not a great team. They probably got picked where they should be, given sort of like some of the early nuances in terms of owners picking their favorite teams. But I do like this one, for example, better, like teams like the Pats, the Titans, definitely the Saints, definitely the Panthers. So maybe not quite a pick before the last, but not it'll be work in progress.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to jump in and address some things in the chat and talk about that a little bit too, real quick. Ready Baby thinks the Cards are a steal. I agree. I think they're better, even than Emo's saying. They got good speed. They got those guys I mentioned. I think they're a really underrated team. Middle of the pack. I would have had them. Knee issues about Will Johnson, letting him drop. And to your point, Snipes, everything I saw from the guys I follow with the draft said that Will Johnson was like a top 5, top 10 guy on film, like 100%.
Yeah.
Really good player. Should have been taken higher. Just the injury. And then Kakashi in the chat saying Golden wrong on speed. He ran a 4.29 and they gave him 91 speed, which I was a little, I'm a Packer guy. We took him. I was a little upset about that, but I did see, with the miles per hour clocking they have on the field these days, he never really reached too high of a speed on the field.
Yeah.
And the guys that I follow in the draft also said that he doesn't really play to a 4.29 on the field, but he still is fast, just not 4.29.
Yeah. Okay. Respect on that. Indeed. All right. Well, look, Cardinals have an owner, obviously. And hopefully he's not as blind as his name says. Blind Mike. He is the owner of the Cardinals. Congratulations to Blind Mike. You got a lot of work to do here with these Cardinals. So
that's a steal though at 31.
Yeah,
that's
a
steal
at 31, that's an absolute steal. There's no question about that. I cannot deny that at all whatsoever. All right, so we'll move on right now to the next one, which in my opinion, you guys may agree or disagree, but in my opinion, this is the best team in the NFC West. The Los Angeles Rams. When were the Rams selected, Maniac?
If you think they were a steal, you're going to be baffled. They were picked 27.
Oh my God. Y'all let the Rams drop that low? Oh my goodness. L, I need you to talk to him real quick, man. Talk about this team, man. 27? Okay. Please tell me why they got picked 27. Please do.
I would say I think they're underrated by Madden. If you look at, I think they had a disastrous start. They had some of those injuries early. I think they were 1-4 or something like that. But over the final 10 games of the season, they were one of the best teams in the NFL. And they gave the Eagles a run for their money in the playoffs. And that's not really reflected to me in their ratings here. Because they don't have a lot of elite talent. They have no X factors. Yeah. They have some old guys in Stafford and Devontae. I love Devontae as a Packer guy, but he's getting up there now, and he's not an X factor these days. He does have route technician, but when you're looking at it, it's really for young pieces. Kobe Turner was one of their good young pieces. He doesn't have superstar. Braden Fisk was one of their good young pieces. He does not have superstar. Verse was, by all accounts, one of the best edge rushers in the league last year. He's only an 86.
Yeah.
Only an 86 with superstar, and he only has speedster and under pressure. So to me, it's just a case of EA underrating a good team. It's not like this team. You got Byron Young too at the other edge spot with 92 speed. If you want to put him there.
Oh my God.
So
man.
It's like they have these pieces, and some of these guys up top should be higher rated to me, but they're not as shown by EA. And so as a Madden team, I honestly gotta agree with where they're picked. They're not too appealing, but I just think they're underrated by EA.
Yeah, I definitely think they're underrated. But Emo, talk to me about this one.
I don't know, man. I gotta go with L here. I definitely agree there. I expected to see more just based on their performance in the playoffs and how far they made it. But I would say I would take the Cardinals before the Rams. I don't see.
I think the Rams got disrespected hard by EA here. Yeah, they did give Puka 93 speed, so that there's a good piece there for sure.
But yeah. So to me, Stafford kind of you need to figure out the quarterback situation. Same with Devontae. Just not much, man. Not much to be excited about. And I think they're stuck into this kind of Madden franchise middle ground. So a lot of these guys Kobe Turner, Fisk, a couple other guys that I looked at where they're kind of like 81, 82 overall, like no abilities, 25, 26-year-old. So it's kind of hard to get like these abilities, like, not young enough to get like scenarios easily. And also there are positions that, you don't really control as much, like people don't use the D-line. So you can't really get these scenarios, like we can't really upgrade them. So it's kind of, you're stuck sort of like in the middle and like hard to go up fast. So I'd rather, have guys that are kind of slightly lower overall, but younger, or at least like if they're, 26, 27, they're already developed, so you don't have to develop. So yeah, not a fan of this team, and not much going on. So I'm not surprised at all that they fell kind of that far back.
I'm going to kind of go back to kind of what you were talking about with another team earlier when we first started talking about the teams. Is the end situation, the left ends and the right ends, how fast they are.
Yep.
And it just matters about it's going to matter so much this year. I really think it's going to matter if you build those ends, man, to where they could get to the quarterback. Man, again, I think the Rams got just to put it to what Elle said, they got disrespected hard, in my opinion. They got disrespected hard 100%. on this team, man. They really did, and they got a ton of pieces to, if at all possible, to win to win or at least get to the playoffs now. You know what I mean? That's why I do pick them to be the top division, the top player in this division. But we'll see what Pope can do with this team. Pope is the owner of the Rams. I think you got a good team, Pope. I do. I think you got a good team here. I think this is gonna be a good squad, man. Stafford ain't gonna let you down. You got some speed in certain points. And then obviously what we just talked about, the left end and the right end situation, man, look, if you build them and Verse is a problem already. So I just think you got a solid team, man, at the end of the day. I really do. I think you got a great team here. But we do got one more team that we got to talk about in this division, and that is a new look Seattle Seahawks. So the Seahawks, where were the Seahawks selected? Maniac. Sorry.
The Seahawks were selected pick 17.
Pick number 17 for the Seattle Seahawks. So, Elle, what's good about this team? What's not good about this team? Let us know.
Yeah, so the Seahawks were actually on my list of potential teams to be. They're very interesting. Some pieces that are really fun. You got Devin Witherspoon there, still really young, physical corner, good speed, abilities, short route KO, inside shade. Kenneth Walker, an extremely fun running back, 94 speed, 90 XL. Does still have superstar, and he's got arm bar as a speed guy, which is very fun to use. Matchup nightmare, too, so he's actually going to get some help in the passing game on that. That's pretty big. They brought in DeMarcus Lawrence, still a solid Madden player, at least for this year, presumably, with no outsiders and edge threat. That could be a huge help to this team. They are, that he's a little old. Then you got Kupp now, who's a little old, but does have Sotomatic, deep in elite. 89 speed, not the best, especially because Jackson Smith and Jigba's the other guy, and he's not the fastest either, but he's developable, does not have abilities this year, no superstar. But to me, some of those guys like Kenneth Murray, Devin Witherspoon, or Kenneth Walker, Devin Witherspoon at the top there is really fun potentially. And you got an edge threat for now. You also have Reek Woolen, who is going to be, whether you want to use him or trade him, a lot of people are going to be interested in Reek Woolen.
Let me cut you off, and I'm going to let you continue. You pronounce his name correctly. That is Tariq Cheat Code Woolen. All right? Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, no, 6'4", 210, 95 speed, 96 XL. There's no other corners in the league like that. He has deep in zone KO according to this. I'm curious if that's a mess up, if that's supposed to be deep out. Acrobat and outside shade. So you can keep him or you could trade him, potentially get a huge boon back. I think I was going to trade him if I picked them, but whatever happens with whoever owns them is up to them. They have an OKO line with Cross, and the other guy, Abraham Lucas. They also just got Gray Zabel in the draft. Boy Mafe at edge, good speed. So you're looking at a couple pieces that this is a fun rebuild team to me, with some good pieces to start. And that's my selling point on them, with some good speed in certain spots. And I think they're a fun team. Maybe the most fun team in this division.
I actually like what you said when you said that they're a fun rebuild team. So the guys that want to have a fun rebuild squad, this would be a squad to have, no question about it.
I forgot to bring up Nick Imenowari. 93 speed, 93 XL, 6'3", 220 safety. So you got a guy like that, Enrique Woolen in your DB room. That's 96 jumping at that too. Just fun team.
Yeah, definitely. Emo, what's your take on this team?
Yeah, I think this is a pretty popular team. I've seen across, a couple of leagues where people, a lot of people like them, and probably for the reasons El said, kind of like if you're later in the draft, maybe you're not going to get some of the top teams, but then best probably you can do is get some speed, get some youth, and then just develop yourself. And I just want to point out to one guy, which I'm not sure if we went over, but Torrey Horton. He's a rookie, 22 years old. It's only like 71 overall, but he has 93 speed, 94 acceleration. He's 6'3". So it's a baby DK Metcalf. Now that they lost him, this guy can kind of step in and, probably not the same. DK is, I think, a little bigger and a little faster, but, it will still service. But yeah, just up and down, a lot of speed. So there will be fun rebuild, like El said.
Okay.
Piggybacking off that really quick too, I forgot they got Elijah Arroyo, the tight end from Miami, in that Theo Johnson, Kyle Pitts mold.
Yeah.
Rookie, 87 speed tight end, and he is 6'5", 254. So another fun piece for the Seahawks.
Look, I really think that this is a good team too. I don't think they're the best in this division. I'm still gonna stick with the Rams with it.
Most fun though.
Yeah, but definitely the most fun. I'll say that. Because the Rams.
Oh,
go ahead.
I forgot one more. This was one of the main reasons I was thinking of them too. Jalen Milroe is on this team.
Yes.
If you like fast quarterbacks.
Yes.
93 speed XL as a rookie.
His throw power is boo-boo,
That's a
though.
Madden guy.
His throw power is boo-boo, though. His throw power
it's 92. He's got 92.
Whoa, wait a minute. Because
according to the game.
Hold on. The first set of settings.
According to the website.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Things changed then. I kid you not. Because the first time these stats came out, he had like a 83 throw power. And so maybe they had a typo or something.
No,
EA, maybe it's wrong
the beta,
now.
Though? No, I'm not talking about from the beta. Nah. When the initial stats came out, he had an 80. We were talking about it on our podcast that we do every Wednesday, and we were going crazy about his throw power because they're showing that it was like an 82 throw power. But you saying now it's a what?
And they got it listed at 92 now. It is EA, so you never know. Like that could change.
Yeah, 92.
Oh damn!
But they are one of the best teams, I think, for looking at young, underrated gems like that. Even not underrated, like Nick Emenwari and something. Just really fun. A lot of speed, a lot of size.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that in there before we started talking here. I was kind of like, they're not that great, but just listening to that and like scrolling through is like, wow, this is a really nice team. I kind of wish I have them. Maybe whoever gets the Seahawks, hit me up. Maybe we can do a swap with the Lions.
Who did get the Seahawks?
Wow. Straight coach got the Seahawks.
Oh, straight coach. I'm going to be hitting up straight coach for sure about some of these guys. I've done plenty of deals with them, but that's my guy, straight coach. We're going to be doing deals.
Oh, boy.
Just to throw that in there. Straight coach is all about speed. We did a fantasy draft one year. And some people prioritize abilities when we do the draft. Like when you look at his roster, just whoever was the fastest player available at the time, he just drafted them.
Yeah. Then he's going to like that team. And Kakashi says Gagarin on Milrose only going to be 52.
It's a 52. Yeah, I just looked at that too.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah.
Just don't get hit.
You better not get hit. Yeah.
Just don't get hit.
Because he'll be just like Daniel Jones was on the Giants. Big as all heck. Cannot hold on to the football when he gets hit.
And both fast.
Yeah.
Both elite
fast
runners.
too. Yeah, elite runner. Yep. and can't hold on to the football. So if there's a guy you're gonna scramble with, then you just know you better not get hit. That's it. Yeah, no question about it. Yep, that's it. All right, well, look, that's it for the NFC, the NFC. All right, let's get on to the AFC. Now, this is really going to get juicy now, okay? This is really going to get juicy because there's two teams I want to talk about, but I'm going to talk about them heavy when we get there. Only two. The rest, I'm going to let y'all ride with it. All right, so here we go. All right, first team we're going to talk about is none other than the Buffalo Bills. Were the Bills selected, Maniac?
The Bills, they were selected pick number 10. I don't know. Josh Allen, 99 overall.
Yeah. I don't
know.
Look. You can't deny that. You know what I mean? And for everybody that knows me as well, they know that this is my second favorite team. I'm my favorite player on the face of this earth. To this day, still is Thurman Thomas. That's my guy.
Sure.
Thurman Thomas is my guy. So that's the reason why I like the Bills so much. But, L, talk to the Bills. Talk about these Bills a little bit, man. I mean, obviously we know about Josh Allen, but you could talk about everybody else as well.
Yeah. No, they got some top-end talent. They got a little bit of speed down here with Maxwell Harrison, Darrington Evans. I'm trying to look deeper into the roster because we kind of know about the top, and Emma needs to get out of here soon, so I'll try to speed it up a little bit for him. But I think they're a good roster. I do think they're missing some things. Not a ton, but I do think they're missing some things. You still got Joey Bosa giving you some help at 85, like with edge threat. I think Matt Milano, 84 overall, that might be the lowest X factor in the game. He's an X factor at 84 overall. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Just a little tidbit about this team. But decent O-line, decent everywhere is what I would say about this team with some good top-end talent.
Okay. Emo, what's your take on this one?
I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about the Seahawks and how do I get them here.
You didn't want them, man. You picked what, 6, 7?
Should have looked better. Yeah, I know.
That would have been too high, man, to get them though.
I know.
Yeah, that would have been too high.
Yeah. No, but the Bills, again, may not be the most popular take here, but I don't like the Bills for Madden. I was looking at them. Josh Allen, obviously, not to come one of the best quarterbacks in the game. So, leaving that aside, most of the others, so if you look at their wide receivers, not very fast. A lot of their good guys like Matt Milano, he's pretty old. So usually for me, when I look at these teams, it's kind of all right, we're playing, maybe 4, maybe 5 seasons, something like that. So these guys won't do much. So I think the offensive line is okay. I think they have Dawkins, no abilities, but they have Dawkins, another good player, I think, on the O-line. Oh, Spencer Brown, but then, kind of fall off after that. Just a bit older guys, kind of average, for Madden. I don't see much development. Khalil Shakir, 90 speed, Ed Oliver, 81 overall, but, he's 27, no ability. So I don't see him, getting much better than what he is. So, not a huge fan. Again, give me the Seahawks over the Bills. I do like Maxwell Harrison at cornerback at 96.
Yeah, rookie.
So,
rookie.
One bright point, but yeah, overall, it's it seems like they're built kind of for in the NFL to be just win now, and then whatever happens after,
All right, well, Stealth got the Bills. All right, so I think he's got a good team. Again, we'll see what happens. He's going to have to build up on some speed a little bit out there. I mean, he's got a solid running back and everything else. So I think he'll be okay in that regard. Defense, I think, will be all right, especially for the first year, but he'll definitely have to build it up once guys either start retiring or he decides not to sign guys. But we'll see what happens, because this is a division that is chock full of speed. And we're going to talk about one of those teams as well, too, coming up next here, which is the Miami Dolphins. So where were the Dolphins selected?
Unlike previous years, they were actually selected outside of the top 5. They were selected pick 12.
Pick number 12. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised, as far as Madden is concerned, that they they went down that low, to be honest with you. L, talk about these Dolphins a little bit. This is just a team that's chock full of speed.
Speed. Yes, absolutely. Speed is king. Jalen Waddle, no superstar anymore. Doesn't matter. He's got 97 speed, 97 agility, 96 change of direction, just like Tyreek. But Tyreek's got the 1 speed on him, 97 excel. And then you got H.N., 96, 90 change of direction, 91 agility. Get into that 90 change of direction is kind of a threshold. So that's super important. At least it has been. We'll see. 94 excel on him too. Obviously, you got Tyreek. Minka's got speed, good abilities. And I will say, you get past that, it gets a little bit more dicey with the age of people and speed and stuff. But if you're looking for a couple of guys, you want to play some like arcade Madden football, that's your go-to for sure. They do have Kader Kohu down here with 93 speed, and some other like Jack Jones and stuff.
Welcome back, Darren Waller.
Yeah, Darren Waller is randomly coming back, adding some speed to tight end. They got Ashton Davis now, so there's some more speed too. Even Jalen Wright down there in the backup running back spot. So yeah, speed is this team. That's what this team is.
No doubt. Emo, what you take on this team?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not like any of these teams, but not. I guess they got some speed, but Tyreek is getting old. They got Waddle and Achane, who is younger, and they'll be kind of cornerstones of the team. But like I was saying, if you want to play arcade Madden, like you can throw to these guys, but there's no one to throw to them. I had Tua when I first joined C2C. Maniac forced me to play with Tua, and it wasn't a fun experience. Like you see that window opening, you push the button as hard as you can, you hold it for as hard as you can. You want to fit that ball like 5 yards down the field, and like you just see a lob coming off, and like
it's a skill issue.
What's that?
He says a skill issue.
Yeah, I don't know. Never doing Tua again, man. So to me, it's killing it. By the time you get a quarterback with some throw power on this team, Tyreek would have probably retired. But yeah, I mean, just about speed. Maybe Chop Robinson. I like Chop Robinson. He's still kind of young guy, but yeah, just look like a few guys up the top. But yeah, and I think at corner they have a few guys with speed. So they're like pieces here and there. Like overall, not my favorite Madden team. And I think I was looking at their O line. I think it's pretty bad. I don't think they have any good guys on there. So that has to be definitely rebuilt. But yeah, Tua can't throw the ball anyway, so maybe just only that thing. And like some of these double motion jet sweeps.
Touch passes. Yeah.
Touch a double. This might be that team to use the double motion. This might be that team.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
This might be that team here, man. But look. Go ahead. What was you going to say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, look. Again, this is a team that is chock full of speed, and look, at the end of the day, let's see what Shane could do here with these Dolphins. Shane is the owner of the Dolphins. Congratulations to Shane. Let's see
the chain breaker?
Yeah, hey, look, he might do some things here.
Shane?
He may do some things here in the division. We'll see what happens.
100%.
But he's got some two other squads to go against here, and the next one up is the other one from New York. New York Football Jets. When were the Jets taken?
They were taking where are these Jets? Oh, pick 28.
Wow, they got that. That's another low spot. That's another low spot, but that's pretty interesting. That's another low spot for a pretty solid squad, in my opinion. But L, talk to us about these Jets, man.
Okay, so we're going to start at the top. Sauce Gardner. I'm not even going to talk about him because we all know Sauce.
Yep.
Quinnen, who I will briefly say, we do know about Quinnen, but again, he fits that speed excel mold for me. 84 speed, 83 excel is really nice for a D tackle, a pass rusher. That's going to help you out a lot, in my opinion. Garrett Wilson still has superstar, Slotomatic, mid and elite. Vera Tucker, young lineman to help you out. Breece Hall, young, fast running back. John Simpson in there. I don't think he's young. I don't remember. I don't know why I can't remember his age.
He's
but
like,
Tippmann's young.
Yeah, he's old. He's a little like 30.
He's old? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he was a veteran or not. Joe Tippmann, though, young to help with that outline. Andre Cisco, a good Madden safety. I don't think he was as good in real life, but really good speed. And then you got Membo and Olu Fashanu. as some other. I think so. They got like 4 young O linemen: Brees Hall, Garrett Williams, Sauce, and Quinnen. And to me, that's a good enough core. For me, that's a good enough core. So they're an interesting team, but I could see why some people might not like them.
Gotcha. All right, what's your take? What's your takes on it here, Emo?
Maybe not a popular take, but I feel like if they were taking it 27, I would say that was the steal of the draft. I like him the best in this division for Madden. 8, just for maybe historically, last year I had pick number 7 and I picked these Jets with the 7th overall pick. So, but I mean, I really like, so Justin Fields, I think for Madden's great, 92 speed, 96 acceleration, 91 throw power, only 26. So he's not that old, so he can still be developed. Again, just need the speed and throw power. The rest you can make work. Brees Hall, amazing. Brandon Allen, I've pretty much had Allen in all my leagues last year. He doesn't have the speed, but he's like pretty big and a very solid back. I would say receiver is not that great. They have, obviously Garrett Wilson, who's solid. They have Aaron Smith, who's, rookie and a decent prospect with like 94 speed. Obviously, Quinnen, amazing. They have a great quarterback. Probably need to upgrade the linebacker core. I also like their O-line. They're really good. Most of them are young, like 80s, high 70s. So, yeah, I think, maybe another mention is they have a rookie, Armand Membo. He's like at right tackle and 21-year-old. So, a lot of development there. Again, I think that's the steal of the draft for me. And I'll take the Jets before any of the other 4 teams in the AFC East.
Okay. All right. Well, look, the Jets and their owner, Zoe. The owner of the Jets, congratulations to Zoe. Let's see what Zoe could do with these New York Football Jets. And they still got that on all 3 of the teams that we just talked about in the Bills, Dolphins, and Jets. They got one more team to think about in this division. And in my opinion, somewhat of a sleeper, definitely a good build team in the New England Patriots. And when were the Patriots selected, Maniac? You there, Maniac?
Yeah, I'm here. They were selected pick 22, Homer pick.
All right, pick number 22 for the Patriots. So with the Patriots, I mean, L, talk to us, man, because again, this is a team I think is going to be a great team to do some building. But you let us know what you think.
No, I agree with that, Snipes. I had them on my list. I think they were 3 or 4 on my list, maybe 2. Can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But to me, what they have is Christian Gonzalez at the top, right? That's the big piece. For me, I'm looking to trade him. Personally, is how I would view it, because I think it's tough with one corner to do things, but for somebody else, that could be the piece that they need. And he's an elite speed, okay ability. They got him at short route KO and acrobat right now, which is not great, but he does have 96 man, 97 play rec. He's an elite guy that's almost to that level of Reek Woolen in terms of athleticism.
Yeah, 6'2" too.
So you start with that. Yep, 6'2", tall, fast. They don't make guys like that. So you get him. Milton Williams is an underrated D tackle, like he was in the NFL for a while, especially by fans. Still doesn't have superstar, but one of the best pass rushing and overall D tackles in the league last year they had. They got Jabril Peppers, who's getting old, but has, he still has big hitter, I think, and has some interesting things about him. And they do have Will Campbell, the young left tackle, as another guy that's young. So to me, it was about they don't have the best pieces, but they do have some young guys, and one of them being big is Drake May. To me, he was really interesting. To potentially start a team with him and Travion Henderson and some of these other guys, like the receivers they've tried to work with. So I do agree. I think they're a fun build, but they are a rebuild, 100%.
Okay. All right, Emo, what's your take on this one? Emo, you there?
Is Emo here?
Emo leave?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you
is.
now. Yeah, we can hear you now.
There we go.
Yeah, I'd probably second worst team for me after the Saints. Not much going on outside of Christian Gonzalez. I know they have the rookie lineman is decent, but not much speed at key positions. Not much youth that can be developed. Again, 26, 27 kind of average guys. Not many of them either. So not a fan. And again, I think that would have been a. What's that?
He was talking to somebody at his house.
Maybe if it weren't for having a fan in the league of that team, I guess they would have gone like 30-31. Definitely much better than the Saints, but I don't think they're better than the Cardinals or the Jets or, the Bucks, especially some of these things we talked about earlier.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, the Patriots, like I said, I think that they're a good build team. And let's see what Sweets can do with them. Sweets is the Patriots owner. Congratulations to Sweets getting it done in this one, and let's see what he can do with these Patriots. So, so real quick, because I know that we're a couple of the guys, they have to get ready to skate out real soon. So what we're gonna do, if that's okay with you guys, all right? What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna basically reveal the rest of the team, rest of the players, the rest of the teams with the players, okay? And then once I do that, then we'll move on just to talk about the divisions real quick. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I gotta run some quick highlights too of the teams that we're kind of skipping over here.
Okay.
At the end, once you reveal them all.
Okay. And if you want to run a real quick highlight while I reveal them, go right on ahead. I don't got a problem with that. All right. Okay. So we'll move on right now. We're gonna start with the North, the AFC North. And the AFC North, we will start here with the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Bengals, real quick, Maniac, where were the Bengals selected?
They were selected pick, in my opinion, the steal of the draft, pick 14.
Oh, jeez Louise. Wow. Oh, okay. Well, L, what about Reddy and the Bengals? Is going to be something for you here.
Reddy baby got the Bengals.
Reddy baby got the Bengals, man. Reddy baby got the Bengals.
That's chucking balls up to T. Higgins and Jamar. He's going to be chucking and chucking, and I think that's why it's a little bit of a steal there. You got Jamar, you got T, obviously. Chase Brown, a weapon out of the backfield. DJ Turner's speed in the secondary. Dax Hill. You got some speed, similar to the Dolphins, but a little more spread out. And then like that top end talent. Be ready for bombs.
Okay.
If you're playing the Bengals.
Okay.
Check out what's the streak route running for that running back out of the backfield. He'll be doing a lot of these.
Yeah, he might be doing some hot routes out of the backfield.
Hey, and the hot routes are serious about it. Look, Emo knows about it. The hot routes for Madden, they're pretty serious this year. I'll tell you that right now. They're pretty damn serious this year. No question. Yes, they definitely are. No question. All right, next up in this division is going to be the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns. When were they selected, Maniac?
They were selected pick 23rd. 23rd. Yeah, 23rd.
23rd for the Browns? Okay.
Yes.
23rd for the Browns. All right, L, what you think about these Browns? And what do you think that God over the world's going to do?
I think Myles Garrett, I think Mason Graham, and I think Mike Hall Jr. And you got an insane core right there for pass rush. Everything else is kind of similar. Like they still got JOK, they still got a decent O-line, and Joku's a good piece at tight end. To me, it's about that pass rush and developing that pass rush. And they were one of the teams I was thinking about taking.
Okay. What about you, Emo? What you think God over the world gonna do?
I think decent roster. I think they're also maybe I would say a steal. That far back, they got some good pieces. So it's kind of underrated in Madden. A lot to work with here, and especially with Myles Garrett there. So decent team.
Okay. All right. So good team here for God over the world, representing the Browns. Next up in this division is the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm gonna assume they were Number 2, Maniac. Am I right?
They were pick number 4.
What?
Ooh.
Wow. Wow. Number 4. L, talk to us about that. Why would they pick number 4?
If I pull up here, I could tell you a little better, but I don't know for sure because obviously you got Lamar, you got Kyle, you got Derrick Henry. I mean, he's old, but he's fun still really fast. Roquan, you got Jair even there now. You got a ton of top end talent with this team, a ton. And Lamar Jackson, the X Factor, like the X Factor, you know, our Michael Vick. I'm curious about it as well, to be honest. I think they're a top 3 team.
Wow, this is definitely wild, man. I'll tell you what, I know Tex Boy was hyped about this one. He's definitely had to be hyped about this one to get to number 4. He had to be just ecstatic about this.
100%.
This had to be no-brainer for him. Like, second they got there, number 4, like, don't even make the call. Just give me the purple and gold, please. Just give them to me, please.
Yeah, he ran up to the commissioner.
Yeah, he had to have. He ran up there. There's no question about it. Wow. Tex Boy with the Ravens. Lamar Jackson. That's all I'm going to say. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing here. Pittsburgh 100%. Steelers. Where are the Steelers selected?
Pittsburgh, number 7.
Pittsburgh, number 7. Wow. The main event rocking with the Steelers at number 7. Oh, what you think about that?
Oh, that's high for me, honestly. I think that was a little bit of a homer pick from what I understand. One of these teams that should be really good for year 1 with TJ, Cameron, and Jalen still being X factors and having good abilities, but they're going to fall off, I think, hard. Even DK is not what he used to be as a Madden guy.
Yeah.
You do have Jonnu Smith. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. So to me, it's kind of a 1 year, and then what happens? I don't know.
Wow. That's definitely wild. It's definitely wild right there.
Number 7 is high for me.
That's pretty high for the Steelers. But hey, look, if he knows what he's doing with him, let's see what he could do, man. Let's see what he could do. We're gonna skip over Emo until we get to the divisions and quickly go over the divisions after that. But we're gonna keep this thing pushing here as we get here to the Colts now. When were the Colts selected, Maniac?
The Colts, they were selected pick 25.
Pick number,
a really good user. So
pick number 25 from Toxic. So Toxic must know something here, L. What you think?
I think he knows ball. So they're one of my picks for potentially, you know, a lower tier but fun team. Quinn Nelson, Forrest Buckner, Jonathan Taylor, Kenny Moore is Charvarius Ward, a really good ad. But a guy that I think is slipping under the radar in these picks is still Anthony Richardson. That is similar to Joe or Jalen Milroe. That is a Madden quarterback if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
With a good O-line, a really fast running back, some fast receivers. I think they got some fun pieces. I'll tell you that. It's another, like the Seahawks, just a fun team.
Definitely a fun team. And you know what is another fun team here? This team right here. The Jacksonville Jaguars are hella fun. When were they selected, Maniac?
They were selected at pick number 11.
And they got all the way to number 11. So L, talk to us about these Jags, man.
Yeah, I can talk to you about the Jags. So we got Josh Hines Allen. He added the hyphen to make sure he wasn't confused with Josh Allen all the time. Voisade Aluakan, a good coverage linebacker, has been for years. Devin Lloyd, similar but not as athletic. Brian Thomas Jr., an insane young talent. Madden-wise, I think better than Malik. A little bit taller, I think a little bit faster. You got the X Factor, I'll call him in this, not like Lamar, but Travis Hunter, who can be played as both a corner and receiver.
Yep.
Potentially the most interesting thing to happen this Madden. Like, we'll see how that works out. Travis Etienne Jr., 93 speed. And they got some other guys like Tyson Campbell. Bigsby got a speed increase. Trayvon Walker's faster edge. They got some young guys. They got some speed. Diami Brown, super fun team. And the Travis Hunter thing to me was the pull.
I mean, Travis Hunter was the biggest thing, but I'm gonna tell you what, you also have a running back there. If I'm not mistaken, he's a rookie and he's got 95 speed. So this team is another version, in my opinion, of the Miami Dolphins of yesteryear, maybe a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're still fast now, but back then, like, there was so many 90 speed players. But this team right here is a chock full of speed. This is going to be a crazy division, and obviously El Daa is the owner of the Jags, and this is
Facial Tune is that running back, and we got a 95 speed free safety, Caleb Ransell.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man. That's definitely gonna be wild. That's gonna be wild, no question about it. All right, next up, the Tennessee Titans. When were the Titans selected?
I hate to say it.
Don't say number 2.
Second.
No.
Yeah.
Warren, I gotta talk to you, dog.
Context is important here.
Okay.
That's just how we roll, Snipes.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead.
He's a big fan. He's a big fan.
Okay.
Hey, I applaud him.
Respect.
Hey, sticking through them.
Respect. Hey, look.
Good user.
Hey, look. And you know what's funny? I actually heard about Warren being a good user. I did hear that. Okay, I did hear that. So, but I just thought like number 2 with the Titans. But I can't get mad at it. The only reason I can't get mad at it is because my guy at Madden Underground, Brian James, shout out to Brian James. He's a hardcore Titans fan, and he always takes the Titans, even if he has the number 1 pick. So I can't be mad. I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad. But in my head, I'm still like, yo, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm just
B-Boy is just a surprise in the chat.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. All right, so look, next up is going to be the Houston Texans. When were the Texans selected?
They were the third pick.
They were the
Elias.
Third pick by Elias. Okay. All right. And
AFC South getting picked early.
Yeah, they got picked early. Why would Elias pick him at number 3, L?
Derek Stingley, Danielle Hunter, Joe Mixon, Joe Mixon maybe not quite as much, but Nico Collins, Derek Stingley, Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson is an insane core. You still got Stroud there, a little bit of a step back, but still really young. Tank Dell, even some pieces that are a little bit under the radar, like Trent Brown, Gardner Johnson, Jalen Petrie. Really good all-around team with some of that exciting young talent. Stingley, I remember when he got that pick as like a true freshman at LSU, I was super excited for him to come out. Nico Collins has lit the league on fire. He's been super fun to watch. Yeah. And then Will Anderson is a rising star as an edge rusher.
Okay. All right, well, that's it for the South. Let's move on to the final one, which is the West. And we got the Los Angeles Chargers. When were the Chargers selected?
This was a late pick. I mean, they've been dismantled as a team, but they were picked number 24.
Pick number 24. Look, I think Ace got a steal. I think Ace got a steal with this team. I do, L. What you think?
I agree. I think it's a steal. I don't know if it's like an insane steal because some of the guys are getting a little bit older and still, okay, they gave Slater abilities. I like that a lot. Khalil Mack's, obviously pretty old, but does come edge threat, no outsiders right away. Herbert's going to give you that pass lead elite, still athletic. Ladd McConkey, great year. Phenomenal slot for you. Dan Henley, some good speed. Joe Alt is a young guy to pair with Slater. Really good bookends. I think they built up their interior O-line a little bit. They do have Omarion Hampton's not as athletic as I thought he'd be, but all in all, I think they're a little top heavy, I think would be my assessment of them, but really fun pieces still at the top.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on to the second squad here. And that's going to be the Denver Broncos. This is going to be a fun team to watch this year in Madden, let me tell you. For real. Maniac, when were they selected?
They were picked number 20th. And I like this pick a lot.
Yeah.
I actually was contemplating going here.
This is a great pick, in my opinion. This is a great pick for Great One. This is a great pick for him. What you think, Al?
I think it's probably a good pick. I don't know how good. I was surprised to see Quinn Miners get to 95. That's cool. Shout out to Wisconsin Whitewater alum. I'm from Wisconsin, so that is really cool to see.
Okay.
Still have Garrett Bowles too, Cortland Sutton. I think, and I'm not a Bo Nix guy in real life. I think he's overrated. I think he got a lucky year. But that's just me, So I think they have some pieces, and when you got PS2 at the top, that helps. Like I would personally look to trade him, but I think the pieces down the board are not quite as good. So I don't think they're as much of a steal, but I do think they have a good roster.
Okay. I just like rocking in the beginning with a great youth quarterback. That's what I really.
Like for Madden wise, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
No question. All right, two more teams to talk about here. This team right here in the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me tell you, speed, and more speed. Maniac. When were they selected?
They were pick number 16, my favorite pick of the draft.
This is definitely the best pick, in my opinion, in the draft. Stir that rice. You better stir it up with this team. You got a rookie that is 6'4", 96 speed, and that's only the rookie. And every defender, with the exception of two, last time I checked, every defender on this team has over 91 speed, with the exception of the linemen. Every defender on this team. So your linebackers, your corners, and your safeties, you have at least a 91 speed player in those positions. El, talk to him about him a little bit before we roll.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm looking at it now. Even Dante Thornton, I think, is a rookie.
Yep.
6'5" receiver
6'5".
with 96 speed.
Yep.
They got three corners, 95 plus speed. Decamarion Richardson with 94, 100%. This is
Porter's another rookie. Yep. Porter's another rookie, a cornerback. Yep.
Yeah, that is speed, 100%. They're really going by the who's the old owner of the Raiders that died?
Davis.
Al something?
Yeah, Davis. Yeah.
Al Davis.
Yeah. I think it's Mark Davis.
Like really embracing that philosophy.
Yeah.
Mark Davis. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you still got Max, and then Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is a super fun Madden guy. 90 overall already. X Factor. 22 or 23-year-old. Speed. He should be super fun.
Yep.
And GT.
Yep.
Don't forget about Ash and GT.
Yep. And they got Ash and GT. And then keep in mind as well too with this team, you also you obviously got to go against some solid opponents here, but all the speed that you have here on this team defensively is just going.
That's gonna help a lot.
It's gonna help a lot, man. It's gonna help a lot with this team. This to me, in my opinion, right now on paper, best Madden team. My opinion, just because of all the speed that this team has. That's just my opinion. I know the only thing you're gonna need is a quarterback after season one. After season one, you got to get a quarterback. You have to get a quarterback after season one.
Prescott's on OTB too.
Oh boy!
Do not trade for Dak. Do not trade for Dak. Nobody trade this man.
Oh my gosh! All right, capping it off with the Chiefs. We all know what the Chiefs are. What were the Chiefs selected at?
They were pick number 8.
Chiefs were picked number 8 by Villa. So Villa and the Chiefs. And what can you guys say about Villa rocking with these Chiefs?
Hey, Villa's he likes to run the ball. He likes to play some defense. He's gonna need all the help he can get with Pat Mahomes, because sometimes he's colorblind. He throws a lot of picks.
El, is that true, El?
I don't know. I don't remember. I can't say for sure. I will say I think that's kind of a steal, honestly. I think this team's still really good. Good speed, good abilities.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my boys.
That's his boy, so he knows.
All right, well, look.
He pisses me off sometimes.
Hey, look, man, he's got some speed on his team too, man. He obviously he's got Xavier Worthy. You know what I mean?
Pacheco's got good speed.
Yeah, Pacheco's got good speed. So if he runs the football, he should be pretty decent with this team. And you got arguably one of the best quarterbacks in Madden. So I think he'll be okay, but we'll see.
100%.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, look, we're done with that. Okay, we had to speed it up a little bit. So all we're gonna talk about here real quick is these divisions. This is your breakdown of your divisions, everybody. This is your breakdown of the divisions. Okay. All right.
That's
so real quick, I'm gonna go. Let's start with the AFC North. I need Emo to go first. Emo, who wins the AFC North in season 1?
Texas boy. I would say Texas boy with that Ravens. The Ravens, I think. It's not who wins. It's more like what team. So I would say the Ravens win.
Okay.
But no, definitely I think Texas boy. It's with that team he'll be on top.
Okay. L, what you think?
Tex boy.
All right, I'm going Tex boy as well. And Maniac, what you think?
I'm gonna go with Ready Baby. I think Ready Baby.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Look,
I like that vote of confidence. I like that a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with being different. It's all good.
I like that a lot.
Nothing wrong with being different, man. Nothing wrong with being different.
I think it's his time.
Okay. All right. AFC South. Emo, go. AFC South.
Just want to point out before I go, I think this is probably the most fun division. I think
the North?
Every game in there will be a must watch. Yeah, all these guys are very good,
South.
very competitive. So
okay.
AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep, AFC South.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Indianapolis Colts and Toxic.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right, L. Who's winning
A little motivation for people on the call.
Hey, L. Who's winning the AFC South?
I got the Jaguars winning, and I gotta agree with what he just said. I think this is the most insane division if I'm like being truthful here, is the most insane division I've ever seen in one of these leagues. All 4 of these guys I think are good users and some of the best top end users in leagues I've seen. I think it'll be a really fun division.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You heard me go in a little bit about the Jags and what they have on this team right now. I think season 1 it'll be the Jags. I think after season
100%.
1, I think after
the user too.
Absolutely. But after season 1, it might be a different story. I think this division here might go anywhere in season 2, but we'll see. Maniac, what you think of this
will destroy most of these teams.
Whoa.
It's the Jags division to lose.
Okay, Jags division to lose. All right. So AFC East, who you got, Emo?
I got Shane with slight edge over Sweezy just because I think the Dolphins, despite what I said earlier, are a better team than the Dolphins. I'm going with Shane.
Okay. Oh, who you got?
I think I got Stealth. If it's the Stealth I'm thinking of. I think I got Stealth with that roster.
I'm taking Stealth too, just because the Bills. I'm taking Stealth as well. And who you got, Maniac?
I'm gonna say it's your boy Zol. I think he's been talking to me. He's hyped. He's ready to prove himself. And he said that he's got a new fire under him. So let's go Jets.
Okay. All right. AFC West. Go ahead and go, Emo. What you got?
I'm going to go with a great one, only because Maniac, he's new to the league, but Maniac and I were chatting the other day, and he said he's a very good user. So and it sounds like the Broncos, people like the team this year. I haven't really looked at them all that much, but yeah, I'm going with a great one.
Okay. What you got, L?
I'm going to go with Ace. I like his name. I like the Chargers.
Okay. I'm going to stir that rice in the Raiders. And what you got, Maniac?
Like that.
I like the Broncos. Great one.
Okay. Wow, it's crazy. Nobody picked Villa.
Yeah, you're not picking your boy?
Villa.
No, you're big Denver.
I love Villa though.
Oh man.
Shout out Villa.
All right, so let's move on to the NFC. NFC North. Emo, go. Who you got?
Yeah, who you got?
I'm gonna pick myself just to motivation.
Wow.
I know if I pick myself and then don't do it, I'll have to hear it. So I'm picking myself.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. L, what you got?
Yeah, I got Mo. Good user, good team.
All right. Yep.
Simple as that.
Same thing for me as well too. I got emo in this division. Who you got, Maniac?
The Lions.
He hated to do that. He hated to do that because
but he knows he asked.
He could not stand doing that because he didn't want it to be a clean sweep. He didn't want it to be a clean sweep in the NFC North, but it is a clean sweep. Everybody picking emo. Everybody picking emo in the NFC North. All right, let's move on to the NFC South. Who you got, emo? NFC South.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Southside. I'll go with Southside. I think.
Okay.
Probably the best team, and yeah. Others, yeah. I don't know. Between Southside and B-Boy, I'm going with Southside.
Okay. L, who you got?
I agree, Southside or B-Boy. I think I'm gonna go B-Boy. I think I'll pick B-Boy on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go B-Boy as well too. And who you got? Maniac?
Yeah, I got B-Boy. I think the roster's too complete compared to the others.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. NFC East. This is gonna be interesting. Who you got here, emo?
It's tough, man.
You know.
All right. I'm going with Maniac, but I think it's going to be very close. And the reason I say that is I think the way Madden plays, I think the good teams may matter a little more, at least the way the beta played. So I think this Eagles team is much better than the Cowboys, I think. So it'll be close, but I'm taking Maniac.
Okay. L, who you got?
I got Tillman. In the Eagles.
Okay.
For sure. I think he's going to knock some heads around that division.
Okay. Man, I'm going Havoc. Get him Havoc. Get him Havoc with that young defense.
I respect that.
Get him Havoc with that young defense. Who you got, Maniac?
I got Maniac. I can't go otherwise.
I hear you.
Eagles fly.
All right. Finally, the NFC West. Emo, who you got?
Depends which Slick shows up. If it's the one from Madden 24, Slick. If it's not, then straight coach. But I'm gonna go with Slick. I think Seattle needs a little work before they can compete. So I'm going with Slick. I think 49ers are kind of one season wonder. So I think it's gonna win it. 49ers.
Okay. All right. What you got, L?
I'll go straight coach. I like straight coach. I'm sure I'm going to trade with him. Good user. Love the team. Fun team. I got straight coach winning.
Okay.
That's a good strategy. I should have done that too, so I can get some trade pieces.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this, being that y'all bought some stuff up earlier, okay? Yeah, because there was a change in quarterback information. Okay. So other than that, I was gonna pick Pope. But now that you got a Jalen Milroe there with 90 some odd throw power and 90 something speed as well too, along with a team that has some good pieces there, I'm gonna take straight coach for season 1. I will not be surprised though if Pope wins, but I'm gonna take straight coach for season 1. What you got, Maniac?
I gotta go with the better team. I'm gonna go with Slick.
You're going with Slick. All right. So obviously you guys would pick yourselves to win the Super Bowl, right?
Huh?
Okay, just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck here. Keep it a buck. We tell the truth here on Snipes TV Gaming. Keep it a buck here. Season 1, you pick yourself to win the bowl?
Last Madden played for me. I would say if I had to pick right now, I'd probably pick either Emo or Tillman to win. But if I won, I wouldn't be that surprised. Okay. If I'm being honest. But if I'm picking right now, or Maniac.
You gotta pick one. Pick one.
Emo.
Oh.
All right.
For year one.
Emo, would you pick it? You're gonna pick yourself?
No, probably not. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with L. I think you'll do it.
I like that pick. I think that's a good pick.
Wait, who'd you pick?
I pick L. Yeah, he's not gonna win his division, but he's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That is a call.
Wow. That's interesting.
I like that.
That's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna make my pick, and I'm gonna let Maniac. Matter of fact, Maniac, you go. You go first. I got next.
I think that the league let me get a good team, and I've done more with less, so
Okay.
I gotta pick myself.
Okay. So you're picking yourself. Okay, got you. All right, my turn. I gotta pick one. This is tough for me, but I'm not gonna say it might be this person or that person. So I'm not gonna do that because you got a lot of good talent here that I know about. Okay, some I don't, but a lot I do. I'm gonna take Tex Boy for season 1.
I would have him as a sleeper pick.
Yeah.
To win the bowl for sure. Him and Toxic on the Colts. And maybe Elias, maybe unknown on him on the Texans. Sleeper. Those 3 are my sleeper picks for sure.
I'm definitely gonna. I'm going Baltimore though for season 1, man. I'm going Baltimore for season 1.
Sure.
Hey, look, guys. At the end of the day, this was a great show. I know we were kind of long-winded here and everything. We do apologize for that, everybody. But hey, look, these shows is how it works sometimes. It's just what it is.
It's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Spend too much time talking about the rights. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Just hop in and talk about these teams and the potential and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. Anything you want to say, Emo, before you roll out?
Oh, it's all good. Thanks, all. It was really nice. Thanks for Snipes hosting. Thanks for everyone for showing up. Thanks, El, for going over the rosters. It was nice chatting with you.
What about you, El? Any last words?
No, that was pretty much it. Thanks for doing this with us. It was a good time. It was really fun. Again, as I just said, it's just fun to talk about it. So I had a blast with it.
Indeed.
Looking forward to the season.
Indeed. And what about you, Maniac?
Hey, listen, this is gonna be a good Madden. I feel it. I feel like we're gonna.
Let's hope so.
Well, we're gonna make it fun. We're gonna make it good.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
a good group of guys.
Hey, look, I said this earlier in the broadcast, man. That the league is only as good as the people that's in it. Okay, and the bottom line is, even if the game is bad, you guys can make the game good. So if y'all continue to do what y'all are doing, and that's what for any league that's out there, you know what I'm saying? If you guys continue to do what you're doing and building on your league, you know what I'm saying? Doing shows like this and stuff like that. Look, you could continue to make your stuff great. All right. So man, last
year was tough though.
Yeah, then the last year was tough. Yes. I understand. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's all about fun and the camaraderie of your Madden brothers. So I hope that everybody here has fun with this Madden 26. Again, you'll be able to play on Thursday if you got the deluxe edition or the MVP bundle. So I hope that you guys are ready to start labbing and getting things together. And I guess we should put some special prayers out for the Cowboys and for the Commanders.
No.
Put some prayers out for them, because...
No, I will not. Maybe for the Commanders. The Commanders can have some.
Man, I tell you. But look, at the end of the day, everybody, look, it is your boy Snipes, man. And thanks again to Emo for putting this together. Thanks for El for coming through, man, and give us a lot of his feedback on these teams. Thanks to Maniac for letting us know, where everything was selected and giving his insight on some things as well, too. And on top of that, being cocky, he's going to be just like every Cowboy fan is. And
yeah, he's a Jets guy, right? Are you a Jets guy?
No. I'm not saying he's a Cowboy fan. I'm just saying because he has the Cowboys.
He is, yeah. He kind of has to be.
Yeah. He's got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
tough.
I get it. I totally get it, man. I totally get it.
Yeah,
But-
America's team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say that, but all right, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be quiet before some people start to unfollow me. I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, look.
That makes sense.
So for Emo, L, Maniac, I'm your boy Snipes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Another great Madden 26 team reveal show. Look, guys, we got another one on Thursday. Okay? We got another one on Thursday. That is for the OMFL. That is this Thursday coming up. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up as well. And then we have another one on Saturday. So this is the time for shows this week. I know you guys are probably going to be playing Madden. I understand. But in the process of playing Madden, just have us on the side so that way you can listen to what we got going on here as well. If you have not followed us, please make sure you drop us a follow. We greatly appreciate it. Also follow us on YouTube at Snipes TV Gaming as well. We put all of our games that we commentate for you guys over there so that way they last forever, because they do not last forever on Twitch. They go away after a while. So if there's games that you always want to go back to archive, they will be on our Snipes TV Gaming on YouTube. I keep every single game and show that I commentate. All right. So again, Snipes TV Gaming on YouTube. Drop us a follow. It's greatly appreciated. We're definitely trying to build that brand over there at YouTube as well. But anyway, guys, these guys got to get on out of here. I don't want to keep holding them up. Look, with that being said, it is your boy Snipes. Take care. Be blessed. And we will catch you guys in the next one. We are out, y'all.